long, I know I've done so much wrong. I was 16 rolling, holding chrome, serving blows, weeding zones. My moms didn't understand me. When you go down just like your dad, from two to the head, up in the riverbed. I didn't mean I hurt you so badly. I was young and dumb, fast like sprung off the money and hoes that it brought. Had a clip full of hollows to bring your mama sorrow, but now I regret what I've done. Drummers all in the game, but the game bang a slang. I had to do my thing when the shots rang. That's when it clicked in my brain. All this shit's the same. My nigga need a change. I had to get him out these streets to get you out your seat. Flip a track speed, hit the baby bump on the sweet, and manifest something deep, deep so the riddles get fed. I fell right before I bust that steel. Rap about my life was real, and the everyday struggles of a nigga in the gym on the regular triple of the gym. Shot, call, shot, call, that's right. Tigers running in the walls, bitches in the back, and the back of the strap to the match. Small of a little money, get low. Come on and take a little trip of the gym. Shot, call, shot, call, that's right. Tigers running in the walls, bitches in the back, and the back of the strap to the match. Small of a little money, get low. The shit I've been talking on smoke. Got me straight thinking about taking Mary Jane and eloping. No one smoke with the sun, move halfway open. Gotta go with a scope and close range. I guess you gotta aim and sing a few things at the next brain. The face straps make it think that it's tame. Putting food on the table is an everyday train. But now with the body lick up my shit, let's get working a different name. Even though my hustle ain't changed, I'm still praying my best budget to become my pain. Like I take the cane. The road to riches seems longer than a freight train. And every little stop keep a nigga tied to block. Only time you get a game, the T train. But I put that on the phone. I'ma blow till they got no choice. If better get no voice. And still by that time, I hope to write in the rhymes. I only play the real estate with the most words on the deep through these shot town streets. So my mom still leads on the way to the Riverside Mall. Giving thanks to the all for giving me a legit way to ball. Keep it shit tight, y'all. I wanna take a look. Keep it legit call. Shot, call. Shot, call. That's right. Tigers wetter than the walls. Bitches in the back. The back of the strap to the match. Small of a little bud. I wanna take a little trip of the J call. Shot, call. Shot, call. That's right. Tigers wetter than the walls. Bitches in the back. The back of the strap to the match. Small of a little bud.
And get your spray
On the bus in the dust with an aim full of rocks in my pocket. Nickel sacks in the other. Propose a watch, they stop and stop, but I gotta make a profit. For my baby, I'm a pup, straight up hustler. Was the mental frame, I'm how the nigga had to have the road. So I'll be pumped up in these city streets. Or with the pistol play, you make the repo. For Debo, I explode like C4, so give me 50 feet. Bunch of shots in every direction, the nigga stopping my money from getting paid. I don't witness public game, people get sprayed at the sprays. And mama crime bills can't get paid. If I have to, I'ma sit cheese some blows. Nobody get hurt me, I'm on the first degree, GDs and phones. Working this spot cause we need some clothes. Who never thought I'd be making money off of my CDs and shows? My crib got gas in the hole, back steady cold. We're just coming out the cracks in the wall. On a 10 puts on my back to the wall. Work my way up to my house and now we're back to a fall. Now I'm spinning stacks at the mall. And the clock so Robin's open my proper stack of big towel. Twist the AK in a bitch call. Bringing money to the mob just to be a pimp shit talk. Come on and take a look, trip another G call. Shot, call. Shot, call. That's right. Tigers wetter than the walls. Bitches in the back. The back of the strap to the match. Small of a little bud. Come on and take a look, trip another G call. Shot, call. Shot, call. That's right. Tigers wetter than the walls. Bitches in the back. The back of the strap to the match. Small of a little bud. It's a song that I gotta run out with the monsters. It's a song I gotta run out with my monsters. It's a song I gotta run out with
That's great.
What up, though?
And
Want to kick the actual factuals for a little bit. It's late. Ain't none of my people I follow doing nothing, so why not? Got a brother or two that's gonna show up and have a conversation with me.
So
Don't really know how to do the notifications yet, so let's just say whoever come through tonight, coming through on divine intervention. Let's just say that part. I'm gonna put my headphones in because I got a little interference in the background. See if this helps. Cut it out. So I was riding. Hopefully y'all seen the videos and liked it. The visual will get better. Okay, Queen. Appreciate that. Um, I was just thinking today. I was looking at some films. The other day, I was looking at some Ugandans, and the name of it was like the slums of Uganda. Okay, okay, Queen. I appreciate you too. People living in the slum, and you see a lot of dirt and a lot of trash around. Uh, but it's one thing I noticed. Um, yeah, I know. It's about time, right? Uh, you see a lot of dirt and trash and filthiness around. And one thing I noticed about that, it was a lot of smiling faces. And the dude, one of the dudes, happened to interview some people, and the people, you would think a lot of people say, "Yeah, I want to get out, I want to go to America, blah blah blah." But a lot of the people was really at home. They stress like the places, they like the family orientation that goes on there. Uh, they like, being around the people they love, their friends and stuff like that. And another thing I noticed, all the clothes was clean. You seen some little kids or whatnot walking around, uh, or what have you. And the kids was, playing in the filth or whatnot, doing whatever they was doing. But the people that was trying to be clean, which was the mass majority of people in the video, was clean. I'm like, whoa, yes, yes. And when I seen that, I reflected back to a couple content creators that I check out. Uh, one I check out a lot, but the other ones I check out in spares. And I just remember them talking about this person where this and this person broke and this person poor, you know, stuff like that. And I'm thinking like, nigga, unless you in a traffic jam with me, in a helicopter come swoop you up out of said traffic jam, nigga, you ain't no better than me when it comes to having something. It's like we shop at the same store. We damn near have the same appliances. Of course, person with higher means got, better appliances in their house. But, it's amazing how a people can separate themselves because they choose a better path and may have came out with better results than a person that chose this path later on in life, you know, versus a person that, made a lot of mistakes and had to figure things out at an older age. And it's sad. It's sad. You hear a lot of people about uh, white this, black that, uh, Hispanic this, Chinese that. When you got people that's your own in your own communities bashing you, bringing you down, it's like the people in your own community leave no room for nobody else to bash you and bring you down. No other nationality or race. Me, and to give you a little insight about me, I don't believe in race. I believe in nation, tribes, and tongues because for the mass majority of human history, that's what the world went by: nation, tribes, and tongue. I'm a firm believer that uh, melanated people come from all over the world. It ain't just no one spot. What's up, Blue Rain? Thank y'all for coming through. Uh, I don't believe in it. My mama never raised me that way. My family never been that way as a whole. Uh, Detroit or St. Louis never drew off on separation of color. Uh, so when I hear people do it, it don't infuriates me. But when you're looking at the world through a set of eyes that somebody else designed for you, you tend to miss the bigger picture. I never felt comfortable hating another person for the way another person of a different nationality treated people that came before me. I've always been the type of person is I judge you by how you treat me. And then if I like you, I'm gonna take a little time out and figure out how you treat the people that's supposed to be close to you. Excuse me, before I get too close to you. So yeah, yeah. And it's getting a little old. It's getting a little tiresome, you know. Like I say, I've always been a big guy. Like the last 10 years, I gained a little bit more weight than I'm used to carrying. I look at it as a little protection. But, always been roasted, always been a roaster. Never took what somebody said to heart, not unless I just woke up on the wrong side of the bed and had something on my mind and felt like taking some anger out on somebody. But it's been a long time since that happened. I just really don't understand the mechanism behind hate. I know why, but I don't know how. I've tried it on a few occasions and, you know, I couldn't feel it. I tried, you know, I messed around with the NOI, you know, and, when I went and sat in a few of their meetings, the topic, the biggest topic of conversation was money. Besides the blue-eyed devil was money. And I wasn't feeling it because I know God is bigger than money. Even then I knew God was bigger than money. Didn't know who God was and what he was about, but it didn't take a rocket scientist to figure out God is bigger than this. This ain't got nothing to do with God. Oh, okay, I got you, Bree. One of my homies. I'm gonna put it in there. I'm just getting a little rant off right quick. Um, I personally researched, and years later, I found out that the racism thing actually began, I say about the 1700s, early 1800s. Yeah, I got you, Bree. I'm just getting this rant off for a minute. And they made a plan. When I say they, I mean the people that run the earth. A lot of people don't like this type of like my girl Cookie say, this type of teaching, but I got to put it out there. The people that run this world said that they would use the term race to keep people fighting amongst each other. And this is etched in stone. This is in writings. And they said they would use the homosexual against the heterosexual. They used the Muslim against the Christian. Say they would use the opposites against each other to keep them fighting amongst each other. Now, this was written almost 300 years ago. And for it to be an actual factual, that told me something. That told me that these people doing every plan they made back then is in full effect right now, because exactly what they said they was going to use and what they were going to do is actually happening. So I've never been a fan of racism. No, an individual can't help the way he's been raised. If you've been raised in a racist household, 9 times out of 10, you're going to have some racist ways. True, you can grow up and see through the guys and see through the bullshit and brush that shit off. But you know, a lot of times people can't. So the racist people I ran into was real racist. And I like a racist person that's upfront about who they are because it ain't much you have to figure out. I always like a person being honest. But I can tell you this, the last racist person that I was associated with, we was locked up with each other. He was much older than me. His name was Red. And Red loved me. No matter how racist he is, he loved me before he left me. Or I left him first. But I didn't really know he loved me till I showed up for show calls at one of my court dates, and he was there. And when he was there, he introduced himself to my mama. He introduced me to his wife. And just, I was kind of surprised because we had, a couple discussions about this, to be straight up with you. We had a couple discussions, and, he wasn't really feeling the discussions. But whenever somebody came at me sideways, he would always be there. And I ain't really think nothing of it until the last time I seen him. So I'm just saying that to say this. If I see you and you're cut that way, don't expect me to stoop to your level. Don't expect me to. Yes, I do talk about people's mamas. Yes, I do talk about people's if you're ugly, I'm gonna call you ugly. I do that. And guys are supposed to be ugly to other guys. That's just me that feel that way. Unless you my son. So I don't draw off. Some people just attracted to certain cultures more than other cultures. Just because you have brown and melanated skin, don't mean you gon' flow with people with the same color skin. I mean, the shit is so terribly stupid that I don't see how people still evaluate other people based off of color of a skin. And I hear people, man, that's black people for you, man. Come on now, show some maturity. You put a color on stupidity. You just as dumb as the people that rule this world think you are. In fact, they want you to be that dumb. Um, One of the Rothschilds got a famous quote where he says, "Give me workers instead of thinkers." And sure enough, what he got? Charles Darwin and his theropods about evolution and different races were rooted in racism, survival of the fittest, if I remember it right. Yep. In fact, you wonder why Martin Luther King is the only American-born person with his own holiday. People think because he did this, that, and the other. Well, if these people supposed to be so racist, why would they reward him like that? Why would they do that? These so-called racist people. Why these so-called racist people let these melanated people in their clubs? And it ain't just started recently. This been a fact. Where you think Prince Hall came from? So, with that in mind, I just want anybody out there that's uh, that's evaluating people based off color, just wake up a little bit for me. Drink a little bit of coffee for me. Take a walk. Wake up. Wake up. I've been in the system and I went up north. You know how they say the South is real racist? Well, I was up north. And I don't really know nothing about the South being real racist because I only stopped through there. And that was with Vic and Glowworks people a few years back. But the North is very racist. In fact, I had a police officer because He felt like I got into a scuffle and he couldn't catch me. He went and planted a lock in the belt in my garbage can right before I was getting ready to see the parole board. So yeah, I dealt with racists before. I dealt with covert racism. I dealt with flat out racism. You know, give me the flat out racism. That's what I identify with. Somebody that's straight up about who they is and don't care what nobody think about it. I be hearing people get mad when they hear that white boy, nigga this, and I don't want my daughter. Come on, man. You talk that same rhetoric. Fuck you gonna get mad at somebody else for doing it. Stop. And then you talk about how bad this person is for thinking that way, and you turn around and share the same thoughts. Fuck out of here, man. Come on. I know as a collective, adults over a certain age have more sense than that. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But, you know, I wanted to talk because I've been brainstorming and I've been thinking about a lot of things. And one of the first things come to mind is like the last live I did, I kind of touched on the beginning. And I touched on the beginning for a hot second because I didn't want to stagnate the live, and I got a little overwhelmed. So many people showed up. I wasn't expecting that many people. I was expecting like a few people to show up and listen to it because they knew what I was going to be talking about. But when I seen all them people show up, I'm like, oh, hold up now. I'm supposed to be the gabber. I got kind of trigger shy, you know? Yeah, yep. It's most definitely straightforward in the South. In fact, when I went down south with Vic, I was still in my little loose state of mind. The people up in the shoe store was so kind. I took offense to it. And you know, it was a melanated person, followed me around. I mean, dude was so polite and so courteous that I took offense to it. Because when you see this up north, it's somebody trying to be funny. But this dude was actually doing his job and doing it well. Oh, look at this cat. I'm like, dude, I just told you I wasn't ready to, you know, and like midway, even in a messed up state of mind I was in, midway through me talking to him, I seen his body reaction. And I knew it wasn't no front. I knew he wasn't being funny. It let me know he was really doing his job. So I'm like, whoa, hold up. Let me take a step back. Because I didn't feel good. You know, when I got midway through that little rant, hey, man, I told you I wasn't, you know, sit back, you know, step back a little bit, man. I'm good. I ain't, you know, when I did all that shit and seen that reaction, and it wasn't no negative reaction. It was kind of a shocking, you know, I kind of shocked him. But I'm like, oh man, you know, I just got up out the store, you know what I'm saying? Because I realized, you know, hey man, you stepping on ground that you ain't used to, and you taking, you know, courteousness the wrong way. I felt bad. I'm like, okay, I'm good. I'm good. Okay. Okay, my queen said it's based around race with the inmates. Is they true from your yeah, oh yeah. But listen, it's some of us inmates who ain't with that. You know, some of us and they ain't with that. You know, for instance, when I was in there, I went to Bible meetings with we had 2 meetings a week with Jehovah's Witnesses. And as you well know, they're not color based. You know, they're all colors. And you know, when you talk about brotherly love and with people of like faith, and when you talking about fellowshipping with your brothers, you know, we just knew to make sure that if this brother is on the wrong type of stuff, to be there for him, you know, have his back if somebody want to try to beat him up or anything. But it was pretty smooth. We ain't never really had that problem, you know what I'm saying? So Yeah, but it's the just like they got the Mobites. Well, up here they got the Mobites and the Melanics, the Sunni Muslims. Groups that's dominantly black. And up there you got your skinheads. You got your KKK, and it's something else. It's like a gang. I can't really remember. It's like a gang that has permission to fellowship in there on certain days as well. But it's pretty much respect all the way around, unless until it's not respect. You know what I mean? But yeah, it is color based in there, and you see a lot of people in there with melanated skin play that. Oh, I don't mess with pork. Instead of saying nigga, they say river. You know what I'm saying? It's like you still mean the same thing, but they'll substitute nigga with river and be straight with that. And if you call somebody a nigga, it's like 10 times worse than calling them a bitch. It's worse. Yeah, it's nice, Queen. You should I'm gonna do a little bit more in depth when I get my camera and stuff right. But yeah, I'm gonna show a lot more to y'all. It's nice. I'm gonna show the good, bad, and the ugly. I ain't even showed y'all Indian Village yet. Over there by my boy Bree house. I ain't even showed y'all that part yet. That riverfront. Oh man. Yeah. Definitely want to be wide before anything jump off. Definitely want to visit this city. Everything wide open too. Ain't no restrictions nowhere. So oh yeah. Beautiful, y'all. And I've been here my whole life. I've never been able to say that. I could say beautiful about the atmosphere, just like those people over there in Uganda, described it over there. I can say beautiful in that aspect, but I mean, it's visually beautiful now. It's like a streets that's been messed up since I've been a little kid. They've been repairing and stuff now. So, but other than that, yeah. My boy Bree is hanging out. Let me get him up here before he falls asleep on me. I kind of surprised him. Oh, I should be able to do it this way. Oh, I might have to do this again. Bam. Okay. Here I come. And that's for anybody that want to come hang out with us. You understand? I'm not prejudiced. You know, I want to hear y'all. I want to know how y'all feel. You know, other than that, I had a pretty good day. Me and my wife was on that Tyron Donna earlier today. I don't know if y'all know about Tyron Donna. True Freeman and his woman. uh, we was going through there, but we only go through there. We only talk stuff to each other when I'm in the mood for it, cause I know how to shut it down. I just agree with everything my wife say. Uh, what else I do to keep the BS down? That's pretty much it. You know, but I got things to get eventually. You know, got it.
Fam, what's up, man?
What's good, man?
You got it.
How was your day today, brother?
Can't complain.
Yeah.
I mean, I could, but it won't make
No,
no difference.
no, it ain't. It wouldn't, brother. It wouldn't. Well, it might help you to get it off your chest, but other than that,
Yeah,
still gonna be what it's gonna be.
still gonna be what it's gonna be. What's going
Yeah.
on with you?
Not much, man. Just up. I was trying to look for somebody to entertain me while do a little straightening up, and unwind. But nobody was on, so I said, "Hey, let me go ahead and spark up one and probably get off into a pretty good conversation, hopefully, with my
Absolutely,
people, you know, with,
absolutely.
with my people, man." So, what's on your mind this evening, man? You got something you need to come at me about?
Man, nah. I don't want to come at you, man.
Hey, I'm in need of a good scrap right now, a good spiritual scrap right now, man. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Well, listen. I got you. I got you. I got you. Okay. You remember you had this little issue with me uh when it comes to these sports, brother.
Okay.
And like myself at one time, you got a problem with believing what you seeing with your own eyes.
Mm.
Yet you say you don't see the things I see,
Right.
right?
That's right.
But I know you hoop where you used to hoop when we
Yeah.
was over there in the
We
hood.
used to. Yeah.
And I
Good game.
know that once you know how to hoop, ain't no going backwards, ain't no forgetting how to play ball,
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely.
So I got a problem here in Detroit where I had a problem when I was still a sports fanatic. We had a guy named Blake Griffin at one time, right?
Yeah.
You remember Blake, right?
I
I'm
remember
talking about
Blake.
you remember. Uh well, this son of a bitch, right? He's in Los Angeles dunking all over people.
I
I'm
remember
talking about
Blake.
you remember. I'm over there in your house too. What the hell? Bree.
Yeah.
Okay. So listen, Blake Griffin, uh, injury prone. Every other year, every other game, he get
Right.
to an injury, right? Dunking all over people, right? He
Right.
come back off injury, it's like he ain't even lost nothing, right?
Right.
So years later, this dude come to Detroit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he don't even get injured no more. Guess when he finally get injured?
When is that?
He finally get injured when Detroit got a chance to go to the playoffs.
Mm.
I say they need to win the last couple games or whatnot. And he was making the game seem real because he was down with doing something ain't nobody did in a long time, man. He was down with playing while he was injured,
Okay.
right?
Right.
Played while he was injured. And I bring that up because you go from being injury prone every year, snapping something, breaking something, then you go to play a whole season.
Being
Don't get
injury prone every year.
what the hell is that, bro?
I made a mistake. It hit the actual chat. My
Oh,
bad.
okay. Well, he come here, he play a whole season, right?
Mm-hmm.
He get hurt before the playoffs, and guess
Mm-hmm.
what? At the
What?
beginning of that next season, he ready to go again. Ready to go again. So I'm saying that to say I compare that with Derrick Rose.
Okay.
Now, Derrick Rose, he just simply forgot how to play basketball. He was fumbling the ball, kicking the ball out of bounds, turning it over, all type of crazy stuff, man. And I'm looking at the game and I'm like, how do injuries make you forget how to play the game? I thought injuries just made you play smarter.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to re-injure yourself, so you got to play smarter. You can't do the things that you used to do, so you find another way to make yourself relevant, right?
Right.
So this dude come to Detroit, bro, after leaving Minnesota,
Mm-hmm.
and don't get hurt none. He got hurt eventually, but don't get hurt none. And I'm like, whoa, how is this, man? What part of the game is this? So I'm asking you, man to man, if you ever hurt yourself playing basketball, did it make you forget how to play the game?
Um. No. No. That you don't forget how to play the game if you get injured.
Okay. And I know you never been a professional before. I've never been a professional before. And I'm gonna say this: it never made me made me forget how to play the game. Uh, all sports. No, y'all ain't gonna like this. All sports are fake.
Ew.
Any sport you can bet on is a script. Now I ain't gonna just leave you. I ain't just gonna put this out there and leave you hanging.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you why it's a script. Um, because Vegas is the empire of betting in this world, right?
Right.
Vegas is. So when you put your bets in, Vegas automatically got teams to figure out how to lose way less than what they win.
Mm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
That's
think
the
I'm a,
key. Lose way less than what you win. From a business standpoint, if you got that kind of control, you're going to execute that kind of control. Period. Period. And yeah, you know what, Queen? Not even rigged, scripted, just a straight up script. I listened to this dude named Zachary K. Hubbard, and I promise y'all, after hearing the same thing, I started messing with him. I used to listen to this dude named Russian Vid. And Russian Vid was, he used to have me laughing more than anything, but he would show me things. He would show me a different way to look at things. And when he showed me, he'd bring visual proof, which is what I'm gonna learn how to do on this platform. I'm gonna learn how to have my face up here and put this visual proof right here on the side. Right? This dude, Zachary Hubbard, comes up every week and he predicts games like he's the one that's scripting them. Because he take letters and numbers that they use against us and he used them to figure out what's gonna be the script on each game. And since 2013, this man is like 85, 90% proof. And when you hear this thing, hey beautiful soul, how you doing tonight? When you hear this man do this over a year time, you can't deny it no more, man. It's like I be thinking like, why you still do it, man? It's like if don't nobody, if a person listen to you for this amount of time and still don't get it, they just don't want to get it. But I mean, the predictions, y'all. If y'all ever get a chance, make sure y'all check out Zachary K. Hubbard and go as far back as you can possibly go, so you can get to know him a little bit, so you can get to know his mind frame. It's different. It's real different, and it sounds real crazy. But you talk about we like receipts around here, right? I'm talking about this man bringing receipts. He bring receipts. He winning a lot of people money too. A lot of people money. You hear them? Hey Zach, I'm sending you this. Hey Zach, I'm sending you that. Boom, boom. Yep, there it is, right there. Check him out, and I will say, y'all, it's gonna sound crazy as hell. Well, he uses a system called gematria, and it's a practice of letters and numbers that that the people that run this world use to communicate with each other right in front of our face, and they do it every day. I know if y'all heard the conspiracy theorists talking about the hoaxes that was going down with the guns when Obama was in office, with the school shootings, they call them hoaxes and stuff like that. Well, the hoax code is the number 33. I don't know how. I know a lot of people not privy to that type of information, but that's the hoax code 33. And the code comes from what my whole channel is based off of. Is based off of spirituality. That's where the code comes from. The code comes from a practice called Kabbalah. If you ever heard of us, ever heard somebody use the term the Cabal, that's the people that practice Kabbalah. Them are the people that run your social networks. Them are the people that run your sports, your medias. 33 degrees. There it go. There it go. But see, it was adopted way before the now so-called that word she just used in the chat. It was adopted way before then, and let me tell you where they get that 33 from. These are the people that try to make you believe and know that the Bible is just a storybook, right? But Bree, they get the number 33 because Satan was cast down to earth, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is what the storybook says, right? He was cast down to earth and he took a third of the stars with him. So if you know anything about scripture, you know the stars are another name for angels. So when he went to earth, he drug 1/3 of the stars down with him. And when you see the number 33, it's a manifestation of the 33% that came down here with Satan
In a storybook.
in the
I mean,
storybook.
yeah, okay.
Well, no, it's real life, but they get this from the storybook. They
Right.
get this from the Bible.
They get it from the Bible.
They get it from the Bible.
Gotcha.
Just in case y'all don't know, my buddy here is an atheist, a newfound atheist, but he's not an atheist that's closed-minded. If he comes up, if he hears anything or feel anything that's different to what he's feeling right now, and it makes sense to him, he with it. But until then, he ain't with it. So when I say stuff like the storybook, I'm talking about the Bible, but I'm doing that in reference because I want him to remember that I'm right with him. I know where he's staying with this. You know what I mean? So that's where they get it from, Bree.
Okay.
And you got codes like 47. You know how you say the 187 is the murder code and the 211. Excuse me, y'all. The 211 is the armed robbery code. Well, see, it's codes. They get those codes from something. You know how you work somewhere and your boss tell you to 86 this. Like I used to work in food service, and my boss would say 86 this. You
Right.
know that means throw it away, right?
Right.
Trash it, right?
Right.
So where did they come up with that code 86 from? This is where they came up with the code 86 from. Because if you type up throw it away or trash in the gematria on the gematria calculator, it's gonna come up to 86. That's just one of many things that Zachary K. Hubbard uncover almost every day. If he sees something and he know people gonna be deceived by it, he'll go live at the drop of a dime and put it out there. You know what I'm saying? So y'all get a chance, definitely check him out. Definitely. Another dude that I check out is Pastor Stephen Darby. Bad man. Bad man. Me and Stephen Darby have a few things. He's passed away now, but me and him have a few things that we disagree about.
That's
But
Stephen with a PH or
yeah, Stephen. Yeah, just it should come up. Pastor Darby. Oh yeah. Zach will make it fun for you, Queen. He'll make it fun for you because it's what he put up there is just right in your face, and you can go on your computer to the gematria calculator and type it up yourself and see what your name come up to, and make sure that your information you getting is right, you know. But yeah, Bree, man, it's all based off this book. Is where they get their playbook from.
right.
So with that in mind, all sports, boxing, MMA, tennis. Well, you already know wrestling fake. Wrestling told you long ago that hey, we script.
Right.
And that is what makes wrestling the realest sport going on right now because they
Now,
let you know.
I can agree with you to some degree.
Come on with it.
I believe there are sports that are rigged. I don't think that's 100% every sporting event that one can bet on is rigged. The video you sent me a couple weeks ago, there are some things in that video where I can question the validity of it. And it's interesting because it's some things that I don't agree with the video. I think it's a satire video, but it's interesting because you sent me this video. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? As proof,
Which
as
video?
evidence.
Which video?
The one that you broke into two parts. Remember?
Well, oh, you talking about with Roger Goodell?
Yeah,
Goodell.
yeah, that one. Yeah,
Okay, okay,
yeah. I believe there's some holes in that video,
okay.
and yeah. Let me see.
What you mean by holes in it?
There's some things that's just not adding up. Some things
Like,
that's
come on.
for instance, let me see.
Let's have a conversation, huh?
Okay, okay. Jalen Ramsey, the young
Okay.
man in the video that's supposed to sent that tweet about Roger Goodell, um, not Roger Goodell, but his coach telling him to get a game to New England. Remember, and then they supposed to had suspended him or kicked him out the league because he had sent that tweet.
Right.
Okay, yeah. Well, he was suspended, but it wasn't for what they said it was for. It was he was actually suspended. He had got into he had
Sorry.
some issues with some folks, some behavior issues, but it had nothing to do with um him sending a tweet that was exposing the league of the game being rigged. That's just one. I have a couple here. Let me see.
Okay, yeah. I hear the little paper going in the background.
Oh yeah. I
Okay.
can't. Yeah, you
Come
know.
on with it. Come on with it.
Yeah. All right. Um. Oh yeah. So this. Okay. So that guy that was supposed to be the gambler. Let me get
Okay.
his name. Richard Indebue.
Supposed to have been the gambler.
Yeah, he was a gambler. He said he
Mhm.
gambled on a lot of the sporting events.
Okay.
Richard Indebue, I think Jim Rome was interviewing him at that particular point in that segment.
Okay.
And yeah, dude just don't exist. I tried to check him out, and yeah, I couldn't substantiate that. Not only that, there is um his name rise it would beg a question of is it satire, because when you look at NW, it really spells in the butt minus a T.
Mm,
So
mm.
I don't know.
Interesting.
It,
Interesting.
look it look like it's a little satire going. Hold on, I got some more.
Okay, hold on. Let's
Yeah,
address
yeah,
this
yeah,
first
yeah,
thing
yeah. Oh,
first.
take your time. Take your time.
See, what you have to understand here is that when you get players to come out, like you remember I was pointing to you about and that's why I didn't bring this up to you in the car because I wanted to save it to right now. Remember I
Beautiful.
was telling you about Jerry Rice and Tim Brown saying that their whole playbook had changed before the Super Bowl. Remember I told you that
Yeah, 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 yeah. I
how they
remember.
had one playbook and right before the Super Bowl they changed the day of the Super Bowl they changed playbooks.
Yeah.
Okay, listen. When you have stories, and I'm saying stories because ain't no way we can verify this, right? We're just taking their word for it, right?
Right.
When you have stories like this is done by them to make the game seem real. See, they have to control both narratives. This is why they stay in power for so long. This is how they're so good at deceiving the human population. It's because they control all narratives. You understand what I'm saying? So
I think so.
when you get the story like Jalen Ramsey say, our coach told us to do this, that, and the other, right?
Okay.
You get that story, and then you say, the game is rigged versus it's a script. You see what I'm saying? You actually saying this game is a real game, but the refs cheated on this play. And the league didn't overturn this on this play. You see what I'm saying? It was real until that point. Then they start cheating. See that when you do that, you're saying that the game is real, but in all actuality, the game is a script from the jump. So when you get players that come in like Tim Brown and Jerry Rice say those things, right? They say this thing, let's say, I'm gonna give you just any year. They say this in 2015, right?
Okay.
And then in 2020, you see them hosting NFL Today. See, in this world, you don't go against the grain and get rewarded. When you go against the grain, you get demoted. You don't get promoted. You understand what I'm saying?
And that's what you mean by Jalen Ramsey.
Right. You see, since Jalen Ramsey did that, right?
Okay.
Is he a big guy or is he a small guy when it comes to his name being known in the league?
He's a small fish. Yeah.
He's a small fish in the league.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't know. I stopped watching football a couple years ago. So
okay, I'm gonna tell you this.
I don't know if he's big or not.
He ain't no small fish no more.
Okay.
He's been promoted since then,
okay,
brother.
All right. No, I see where you're going with this.
He just changed his number too, and you know he got Matthew Stafford out there, right? Stafford.
So they he played for the Rams.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hey, check this out. You know Stafford is about to be rewarded for playing all those years in Detroit, losing and not complaining, right?
This year he's gonna.
He's going. Oh yeah.
What? Okay. What's going to happen this year?
He's going to have way more wins in this one season than he had in any year of Detroit in one season. He's going to have more.
Now, what if you're wrong about that?
I'm not going to be wrong. I'm not going to be wrong. This stuff is easy. When you know their language, man, don't none of this stuff go up without being unseen.
What's the most wins has Matthew?
I think 10.
10?
10, I think that year they got beat in the playoffs that first round. That 1 year. Didn't they just make it to the playoffs 1 year since they've been downtown?
They made it like 2 or 3 times. Well, I know 2 for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'll check it out.
I put it like this. He should be in a championship. He should be in a championship this year. I'm not saying if he's gonna win it or not, but he should be in a championship.
So you saying you're pretty confident that Matthew Stafford is going to the Super Bowl?
No. I said he will be in a championship. I don't know if he will win the championship. You know, there's a championship game before you go to the Super Bowl.
Okay, the conference
AFC, NFC, yeah.
The conference championship. You say he's going there, no doubt.
No doubt.
Okay.
No doubt.
All right. Now, you're saying that Jalen Ramsey, if he were to say something against the status quo, against the NFL power structure, then he'll get reprimanded or he'll be punished, right? But if he gets back in line, then all is well. Am I getting that correct?
Yeah, that's for sure, beautiful. So say that one more time, Bree.
You're just saying that when he says something, he gets reprimanded, as he did in the video.
Who?
Jalen Ramsey.
Well, that reprimand, can you prove that they reprimanded him?
Well, yeah, there's a Google article that says he got suspended, but not for what?
No. I mean, like, do you have physical proof? Like, do you have your eyes on this man? Can you prove that he's not doing promotion? Can you prove that he's been at home sitting on the couch, so to speak, since they put that they laid the law on him? Can you prove that?
No, I can't prove. No,
see,
the only thing I got is Google.
Okay, see, that's what my platform is about.
And the video you sent me.
Okay, my platform is about receipts.
Okay.
I fell in love with people that likes to that takes pleasure in producing receipts.
Now, what if those receipts are tainted?
Well, it's a way you can prove they're not tainted. You got dates,
Mm-hmm.
you got times,
Mm-hmm.
and uh the best receipt of it all is hearing it from the horse's mouth.
Now, what if there's a then what if you have receipts that just aren't credible enough?
Then,
Case in point, this video.
well, the video is only not good enough proof because you don't want it to be good enough proof.
Well, I got a couple.
There's hold up.
Oh, cool.
There's a full whole video that you can retrospect where you don't got no holes or no way you can say, hey, they moved the mic and put it up under this person. There's a whole interview about this. This is just a segment of the interview.
Mm.
There's a whole interview out there. See, my job is to give you the key. I can't turn it and open the door for you. I just get a key to you. You
Well,
know what I'm saying?
yeah, I get that, but the thing is, I'm just going solely on the video that you sent.
Okay.
I'm just solely going on that, and I'm
Okay.
finding holes. Let me speak on a couple of more things I have found.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me when it get to be too many things for me to address, then I'm a cut you off. But I'm about to go on mute right now and let you get it out.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Go ahead.
All right. So the broadcast company that brought this clip that's is WK no WFKE News. That's what's displayed. That's who they say is bringing you this information. And this place, I mean, this broadcast company, it doesn't exist. That's one. Um, During the Joe Montana interview, I think you recall that, if you recall that, there's a misspelled word or two in the caption. There's a misspelled word, and that's that should bring up some red flags. There's another. Let me see. Um, so I found the real video, and actually, it's a Facebook page called Satire Daily, and they have many videos where they make this false narrative, and you know there's hundreds of videos like this on their pages. Like, for instance, there's one where it's breaking news: Cardi B kidnaps Nicki Minaj, and it's only a couple of videos down from the video that you sent me, and I'm like, that's peculiar. But what else we have? It's something else. Um, yeah, like I said, I came across the real video, and at the end of the video, it actually says that the real video, because you didn't send me the real video, but I actually found the real video, and at the end of that video, it actually says this is a satire video, because apparently, when this video, oh damn, I just dropped all my stuff. Apparently, when this video came out, people were calling the Carolina Panthers or front office to complain about Jalen Ramsey getting suspended for those tweets, and they had no idea what they were talking about. They was like, "Why are you calling?" And they was like, "This news on the news, you people did this," and they had to tell them like, "No, that wasn't a real article, lady. I'm sorry. Jalen Ramsey is he's not been suspended or nothing. That's complete satire." I think I got one more.
Hold up. Say that one more. Now, let me ask you this, right?
Yeah.
Do you have any inclination on what uh what a secret society is made of?
Do I have any inclination?
Yeah, yeah. Do you understand what it is? Do you know what it's about?
A
Like, do you
secret,
know? Do
a
you know
secret
why they?
society, like Bones and Skull and Bones or something like that.
That's one. That's one.
Do I know what they all about? I mean,
Yeah.
I've watched a couple of documentaries, about such things. I don't know personally what
Okay.
they're all about
Okay.
personally, but
Well, when you retrospect the entrails of the word secret, you get the notion that it's something you're supposed to keep quiet. Am I right?
okay. Mm-hmm.
Something that should be kept under wraps, right? Like
Gotcha.
behind closed doors, right?
Gotcha.
Okay. One of those things is having hands in every element of society. You understand? This isn't anything that you can invite yourself to. This is something you have to be invited in. So when you talk about these sports players, you do understand that way before they can become a pro, even become a big college player, you do understand that they have to belong to some type of family, right? Let's just use the word family, but we know I mean SS, right? Secret society, right? Do you know that they have to belong to some type of family?
I don't know, but I go along with that, but I just can't get on board with that one.
Okay, well listen to this. Let
But
me
no, you
educate
could go, you
you.
could go ahead and you know what I'm saying.
Let me educate you on something, right?
Okay.
Have you ever heard of a fraternity?
Yes.
Okay. Well, these fraternities are set in place so they can produce and dictate who's going to be your stars, who's going to be your trendsetters, who's going to be your who's going to go on to be your political leaders, who's going to be your social leaders. This is done within these fraternities. When you go, if you go examine one of your favorite players, you're going to notice they will have a tattoo on them or embedment on them that represents said fraternity. And what happens when you join a fraternity? You take an oath. And when you take that oath says that this fraternity is more near and dear to you than anybody, including your mama, including your baby if you got one. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning nothing comes before this. That's what it means when you take an oath. So I tell you, some of our most prestigious people in history had to become a family member in a fraternity before they can get any type of airplay on TV. These are all facts. You want to go look up Martin Luther King? Be my guest. You want to go look at Jesse Jackson? Be my guest. You want to go look at the up the Pope? You want to go look up the last several popes?
So you're
You
basically
want to go look
saying,
up Hitler?
that this video can't is no way possible it could be faltered, or it could be admissible, or it could be
Answer me
not
this.
not credible. That's what you're
Answer me
saying.
this. Have you
Mhm.
ever told a lie before?
Of course.
If you had the power to make your lie seem real, would you do that? Would you make your lie seem real?
Sure.
So you question another man with a whole lot more to lose than you, or men with a whole lot more to lose than you, to come out and be absolutely honest with you,
I question everybody.
and you should.
I
But
don't.
my question
I
is,
don't care if you got more to lose, or more to lose or less to gain, or what.
Well,
I
unfortunately,
I I I question
unfortunately,
everything.
that person, they do care, and they don't give
Hmm.
a fuck about you
Hmm.
and what you think. The only thing they care about is their instructions that they're supposed to follow. You ain't never wonder how a straight up bum keep getting contracts over and over again. $1 million here, $100,000 there. Well, I ain't gonna say $100,000. They get paid much more than that. But you never question that when there's people out there that can play much better. You never
You
question that.
mean you mean bond? Well, have
Yeah,
yeah, of
we
course,
we Detroit, man. So
yeah, of
we've
course,
seen plenty of scrubs
yeah, of
hugging
course,
the bench, right?
yeah. Why did what's that dude name for Memphis? Connolly.
Yeah.
Why he get that big ass contract? Of course, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So with that in mind, if you think for any stretch of the imagination that uh, these people are perfect when it comes to crowd control, they're not. Mistakes happen, and they got a whole team, if not teams, if not many teams, to clean things up if some go not according to plan. So if all it takes for you to get this truth and you hear this man speaking it out his mouth, you can go verify his voice from other different platforms or should I say interviews or what have you that he's been on. You hear this man's voice and you have the intelligence to say, hey, somebody could have faked this on this end, but what about faking it on the other end, brother? What about sabotaging this truthful information and putting that trademark on there with whatever you said that was on the real video just to make people say, okay, that was a lie. See, because for us to skip to that, we have to forget about the Gary Sandusky situation. We have to forget about kids having to have sexual uh, 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 encounters with coaches to even make a football team or to even get playtime. We have to forget about all that. See, you have to understand and some kids are groomed in high school. Depends on what type of parents they get because some parents sell their kids long before high school. In fact, I got a video that I can't wait to show as soon as I can figure this little hookup out. Where King Kong Bundy is being interviewed about the first WrestleMania, right?
Hmm.
Now, King Kong Bundy admitted that his contract wasn't nothing that he had written down. It was a verbal contract with him and Vince McMahon, right? So all of a sudden, the man says you had to give up your firstborn. And King Kong Bundy put his head down and shook his head. It's like, yeah, yeah, you know how things go, blah, blah, blah. And my point is, this man brought up this like it's no secret. Like it's something that everybody has to do. And I'm gonna play that video. The name of that video is King Kong Shoots on Hulk Hogan. That's the name of the video. And I had to listen to it breathe like about 5 or 6 times before I realized what the hell I just heard. I thought I was hearing about him going sick on Hulk Hogan, and it was really about him. Hold up, Bree. Let me read some of these comments over here.
Yeah.
I kind of trailed off. Okay, it's times I watched this beautiful soul. Thank you, beautiful soul, for communicating with us in the chat. I appreciate that, y'all. So don't be trigger shy. I've watched football games and wondered how in the hell the game went a certain way, even when it made no sense. So I totally believe it's set up in scripts and straight just throwing games. The politics of sports, they push certain people to be in certain places. It's always someone more qualified than another, but they will push that specific person. I've always wondered why some make it. Hmm. And that's crazy, beautiful. So usually women don't be into sports like that, but I do know a few personally that is. But yeah, beautiful soul. Um, they had this combine now, and with this combine, you seeing dudes 300, 400 pounds leap. I'm talking about gallop like goddamn me deers out here. You feel what I'm saying? Like doing things people young Bree size could do. You know what I'm saying? Like in real good shape. And you see this in these combines, and you ask yourself if this type of talent is applying for positions in the NFL, how in the hell is these scrubs out here on the field? You see these dudes out there that look like they can barely move out there when it comes to the offensive defensive line. You get guys out there that look like they can barely turn around with all them pads on. And you got guys in this combine that's jumping out the gym 300, 400 pounds. I'm talking about lifting the gym. And you look at these evaluations, and you got people that come in talking about that's like the slave trade, blah, 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 to throw it off to make it seem real. But it's just a process. There's nothing real about it. Because if it was anything real about it, it would be the best against the best. It would be no scrubs out there. Every game would be real low scoring because the defense, if you ever played football, I played in high school, and when you got two very good defensive teams going against each other, it's usually a very low scoring game. It's usually a lot of if not a lot of turnovers, a lot of punting. So when you get out there and you see these dudes who supposed to be pound for pound the best of the best, and you see these things that happen on the field, you just ask yourself like, how? I ain't never been no professional before, but I never made a mistake like that. It's like so many ways I can dissect this without even going to my what you would call overhand knockout punch. It's like it's so many things that you can point out and what's going on now versus well, we can go all the way back to the beginning up to now that don't make sense. It's not even funny no more. It's like I look at these games, I look at the replays, I don't look at the games no more. If I see two nice teams or two teams I like the colors of or whatnot going against each other, that's what it's always been about to me. It ain't been just about Detroit Lions. It's been about if I like your team colors, if I like certain players on your team, blah, blah, split. If I see them going against each other, I'm going to look at their replay, and I've seen things that don't make sense whatsoever. So, if you by any stretch of the imagination think that they're not going to have crowd control out there if truths do get out there, you're not living in the right world. Because if I had the power that they have and somebody spills some beans or something gets said or something get mixed up and messed up and don't go according to plan, I'm gonna have a team of people out there to fix that and make it look like something it's not. That's just, and I'm not even one of the millionaires that's in the league that's getting paid for this stuff. I'm just a guy at home on a computer.
Well, why not just delete the video in its entirety? Why modify it?
Because when you put it on this internet, it's forever there. You can never get rid of it. It's always somebody that can crack some type of code that can get hold to what you supposedly got rid of.
Yeah, but usually they at least try to scrap the video on all the major platforms.
Well, they
This video obviously had the green light.
well
Even after it was, I guess, modified.
well listen, they probably did, but you got people that's sitting at home and recording these things. You understand what I'm saying? Which was the first video I showed. Well, first or the second video I showed you, it was a man sitting home on his couch. 9 times out of 10, he had DVR, and he bagged that boy up and let you hear what he just heard. You know what I'm saying?
Well, why would they allow a video that's speaking against them to be on one of their platforms?
Because they have teams out there that can make people think the way you think about that video I sent you. Like what you say, they said something at the end of the video, and that just made you say, "Ah."
I
You
mean,
know what
it
I'm
just
saying?
it was
It was like a eureka moment when you heard that at the end, like,
yeah.
ah,
It said it was
okay, this ain't real.
yeah. It said it wasn't real, but I mean, it's in the
Listen,
beginning. Hold on, wait. In the beginning,
uh-huh.
where okay, now if you say this, if you just gonna write this one off, I don't know what else to say. But no, in the very beginning,
Uh,
where you had the football officials. And
mhm.
remember, they was high fiving Tom Brady and stuff like that. Remember that?
The referee.
The referees, correct?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Okay, okay. In one picture, in one viewing, they got on white hats,
Mm-hmm.
and then in the picture they showing the close up, these motherfuckers got on black hats.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how you explain that.
Well, first of all, you know, I don't mean to shoot your kite down,
I go ahead, shoot that
but
motherfucker
that
down.
whole coach, the whole referee is cheating shit is fake. It's to make the game seem real.
But what about the
You got
hats?
to understand
What about
all
the
of
hats
them.
though?
Let me get finished. You have to understand all of them out there on that field are on the same team. That includes the referees. You understand what I'm saying? All
Understood.
of them are in the same boat. They're not, the referees aren't different to the players not different to the referees. So when they make it like a referee is cool with this person, in all actuality, all of them cool with each other. You got attitudes that don't, that don't fucks with each other, but that's normal. But all of them are in the same brotherhood. They're in the NFL. That is in itself is a brotherhood. The NBA, that in itself is a brotherhood. The NFL, the NHL, the MLB, those are brotherhoods. Those teams, all those teams are one team as a collective. They're here to entertain us, which is if you go get one of your sports tickets from one of the games you ever went to, and you turn that ticket over, you're going to see entertainment. You're not going to see anything that promise you competition. There is no competition. Period. Now, can you pull up a receipt of a ticket and what it says on the back of a ticket? If you show me anywhere, oh, hold up. Bree, you still there? Oh, he fell off. Hold up, we're gonna let him come back. But I know he hear me. If you show me on any sports ticket where they promise you real competition, then I no longer believe that sports is fake no more. Other than that, on the back of that ticket, they're gonna promise you entertainment. That's it. That's it. Bree, I ain't gonna take you serious because you got your camera on, bro. You ain't intimidating nobody, bro. So you know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Oh no, I had
No, I'm fucking with you, dog.
yeah.
I'm fucking with you, but
No. But no, I hear what
produce.
you're saying.
Use your Google. Hold up. Use your Google to pull up a ticket and flip it
Right.
over for us.
Oh no.
Put it on the
I,
screen.
I'm not disputing that.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
not disputing that. I'm pretty sure it says what you say it is.
Okay.
What I want to know is why were the hats different colors?
Why the hats different colors?
In one scene of the video you sent me, the referees had white hats on, and then seconds later they had black hats on.
Because you're looking at film from different games. You're not looking at the same. You're looking at the same referee
But it's supposed to
in
be for the
different
same.
games.
It's supposed to be the same game.
No, not just one game. It's different games. It was more
No,
than that one game they complained
but
about
they
this
was
ref
talking
being
about
clean.
that one game.
They was talking about the one game, but they were showing you other games where he was buddying with Tom Brady. The shit is a show, man. It's a distraction. It's a show. Go back and look at the tape. See, when you look at stuff, you got to look at it with the state of mind where, I mean, you got to retrospect that boy with a fine tooth comb because the truth gonna always be right in front of you. It's gonna be way less technical than what it really is. I mean, or should I say it's going to be way technical. I mean, way less technical than how you treat the situation. Go look at the video again. Go look at the entire segment, and you're gonna hear these are multiple games that they complain about. This ain't just this one. This one was just supposed to have been the explanation point, the cherry
Yeah,
on
they,
the
yeah,
cherry
yeah.
on the
They'll
top.
talk about multiple games, but
Yeah, yeah.
they had the footage of just one.
You go see multiple, and you know it's some black hats there, and it's supposed to be what, two white hats and the rest black hats, and the white hats is supposed to be the ones that announce what's going on.
Okay, what about when it says I'm going to I'm going to penalize the I'm going to the next penalty. I'm going to
Mhm.
penalize the team for no good reason.
Who said that?
That's what it said on the video. Yeah, one of the referees on the video.
Said that?
Yes, after the NW guy speaks, which is in the butt. But anyway, after he speaks, and then it goes to that referee saying for no good reason. Actually, that was a snippet on a commercial they used to air like a year ago. I'm gonna penalize this one team. I'm gonna penalize the team for no good reason. I hear you. I hear you, King. You know what I'm saying? I hear you though.
Hey, my thing is this. I just like to hear it from the horse's mouth. The horse ain't never tell me from the get go, and you can go back many. You can go back to the beginning. The
Mm.
horse never told you that it was competition. We just believe that. See, let me tell you where it come from, man. All of this stuff is demonic, man. All of it is demonic. See, back in ancient Sumerian,
Mm-hmm.
every god had its own like mascot. You understand what I'm saying? Every god had, and there was hundreds of them, right? They had a particular something that represented them. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so in Pittsburgh, you got the Steelers. Now, just in case your mind don't perceive what a Steeler is, they just gonna give you an emblem to go off on. They're gonna give you something with some substance on it to go off on, right? Et cetera, et cetera. At Detroit, they got a lion. See, all of it is demonic. All of it, what? For what? I ain't, they upstairs. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Uh, so what we have here is we got a system that's based off this. Do you remember what I was telling you about Baba Kamal 113, Bree?
Vaguely.
Okay, Baba Kamal 113 is in the Talmud, and this is the book that the power players go off of. Uh, the Talmud says in Baba Kamal 113 that it's okay for a small hat person to circumvent Goy, or a non-small hat person, if y'all know what I mean. Y'all know that type of language get picked up around here, right? So listen, the people, if you do your homework, you're gonna find out that the most of the people that rule, or should I say run these sports, are Jew. So when you understand that who they are and what they believe, then you absolutely know that you're being deceived, because they have no problem. There's no law against doing what they're doing. It's no law against deceiving the people whatsoever. They call you Goy. Goy is beast of burden. Goy is like next to nothing. It's like a dog out in the streets. It's like, who are you? You dig what I'm saying? Now I may not believe what these people believe, but they do, and they have the resources to exercise everything they believe, and they do it. Namely, every Sunday when it comes to NFL, every Sunday. Look who run. Look at the last name of these people that run these leagues. I mean, look up that scripture I just told you about, Baba Kamal in the Tamam. See what it say. See how many things you see 113 on after you do that. Watch how many times you see 113. 113 means bullshit. 113 means deception. When you type this up in a gematria calculator, watch how many 113s you get out of everything that's a lie or something to do with a lie. Watch it. It's gonna be scary to you. And then watch how many times you see 113 in your face in this world. It's crazy, man. But hold up. We got some more insight over here, Bree. Uh just like they made it seem like Tom Brady hugging his old coach like they was hugging all hard, like they really missed each other. But from another new outlet, they showed how it was a second hug. Ah, okay. They love to spin narratives. They'll make you believe whatever they want you to believe, absolutely, unless someone can show you the same thing in a different way. And you know what? I got a problem with that. I got a problem how these people can get on the news every day and tell you everything and everybody believe them with no proof. They will show you a picture. They will show you a little couple second video, but they have no absolute proof, and everybody believes the news.
That's my thing. Absolute proof. Absolute proof is absolute proof is knowing absolutely, and I don't understand. So you saying that the video is absolute proof that every game is fixed. The one you sent me.
No, what I'm telling you is straight from the horse's mouth is my best evidence to show you how these things is fixed. Have you looked up the people that tried to sue the NFL yet?
Who is who?
You remember me telling you about people trying to sue the NFL? Have you did the homework on that yet?
No, I ain't looked that up now.
Check it out, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. I enjoy you coming at me, but I want you to do your homework, dog. You got to do your homework. You got to
I,
prove me wrong.
I did my homework.
Yeah, but
Case in
see the
point,
stuff that see
this
that's
video.
just see
This
what you just
video.
brought up was like little that was like little tidbits on that's like little side dishes on to the main course. The main course is you trying to make sure that you know it's real if
But
it's real and fake
that's
if it's fake, right?
that's
That's
that
what you trying
that
to find out,
yeah,
right?
yeah. But the thing is, you sent me a video.
Uh-huh.
So I'm assuming that that you've did your homework on this video.
No, well, see, my homework came in when I first heard about this video.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, my homework came in at the point where, because I heard about this video and I seen the documents on the court procedures at the same time. The same guy that showed me the video to the Roger Goodell thing is the same, and that same video he also showed the court proceedings to several people that tried to sue these leagues,
Mm-hmm.
and it all boiled down to that last statement I made.
Mm-hmm.
Show me your ticket. Show me the back of your ticket. If you don't hear this from the horse's mouth, why why would you even doubt it?
Say that one more time.
If you don't hear this from the horse's mouth, what you believe the game is, if you don't hear this admitted by the horse's mouth, from the horse's mouth, why would you doubt anything you hear wrong about it? If I told you these people was grabbing and chopping up kids, right?
Right.
Why would you doubt that if they're lying to you? If you just notice one lie in this big entity, and in which I'm a man, I don't feel like nobody is worth it unless you got a gun in my head and you telling me to lie to you, and I want to live. I don't see no reason for me to lie to nobody.
Right.
So these people already got their hand in our pockets because I didn't bought plenty jerseys.
Right.
I didn't bought plenty shoes based off people advertising them, and hey, I like them in the league. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So if you can show me anything in writing where the NFL is a competitive sport, meaning these people are actually going against each other, like playing against each other, like the best team is actually trying to win.
Right.
If you can show me this instead of showing me just straight entertainment, then I will go for it. I will attempt to forget me not believing sports is fake from this point on. But see, you can never show me that because they will never show you that. They will never tell you that it's fake. They will just let you be you and think what you want to think.
So you saying that the fact that they got that inscription printed on the back of the tickets
Mm-hmm.
is pretty much
Yeah.
solid, absolute evidence
Yes.
and proof
Yes. Yes.
that every game is fixed.
Yes. Yes. Because ain't no ticket gonna differ from another ticket. All of it is gonna say the same thing. And look, if you look at it, if you be absolutely real about it, you know that it's people that feel like they get kicked out of game or something like that. They want their money back, right? So it's important to tell people before, or should I say, before they even get that ticket snatched. It's important to tell people what they're going to get out of this experience. It's
Mm.
important too. So if somebody come like these people who had the money to hire a lawyer, I'm gonna say that who helped them go through the court procedures to find out what this judge told them to do, then you understand. What up, though, True Freeman? Thanks for
Hmm.
stopping through. So, uh, what I'm saying is they promise a service, and the service that they promise, they give you that service. See, let me tell you what those of us in the know call sports. We call it circus and bread. Do you think it's a coincidence that all the sports that most of the sports that people like start in October, late September? Do you think that that's a coincidence?
I imagine no. I imagine there's a reason why.
Do you know what happens in October when it comes to politics and laws and government and things of that nature? You know what happens?
Was that?
It's the beginning, it's the end of one fiscal year and it's the beginning of another fiscal year. So what happens is all type of grants and monies for grants get signed off on. All type of grants and money for grants get taken back. It's like they either keep services going or they cut off services. It's like all these things are happening, and what happens is we institute not only football but my favorite sport, hockey, and basketball, all around this time of year. It's because the bread and circus played a real big part in ancient Rome. Played a real big part in ancient Rome, and they used the same methods that the Roman used then. Now, by the time you got time to do something about it and think about, hey man, they just passed this law for this. Oh hell no, man. Let me do it. By the time you figure that out, your team going to the big dance, and it's too late for you to do anything about it because you invested in this game. Ask yourself this: how do a person that knows how to dribble a ball between his legs and put it through a hoop get more money than a surgeon?
Because entertainment makes more money
Because
than
entertainment makes more money. So you mean to tell me that you admitting to knowing that this world values entertainment more than it values saving people's lives, right?
This country values
No,
making
no, no, no,
money.
no, 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 no. Not country. This ain't the only country that got sports team.
Well, I'm only talking about this country because
Okay, okay, okay,
this the only one that I know about.
okay. I digress. Go ahead, speak your piece.
This country is more important to make money than anything, and if that be it entertainment or whatever, that's what's going to take precedent.
Facts, true. Uh, yeah, it's what's gonna take precedence. But what I'm trying to get you to understand is that from a system built off of that type of foundation, why would you trust a system like that in the lease? In the
Trust a
lease.
system like that and a league.
Yeah, yeah. A system that values entertainment over lives. Why would you trust a system based or founded on something like that?
And when you say trust,
Like say this, say this, right?
mhm,
Uh me and you cool with each other, right?
right, of course.
And you find out that I got a rich auntie, right? And I
Mhm.
tell you on a DL, like, hey man, my auntie, she a little bit this and that, but I done found a way to get a couple hundred G's out of her without even her noticing. And hey, if you want to benefit from this, dog, I got you, dog. You just gotta have my back, woo, woo, woo.
Mhm.
Now, check this out. I'm doing this to my auntie, right? My flesh and blood.
Mhm.
Would you trust me? Will you trust me with anything to do with something that can hurt you? Like, would you trust me with your life? And I ain't saying me, I'm talking about the scenario. You on mute, Bree.
Yeah. I guess I wouldn't trust you. I guess
You wouldn't trust me, right?
with certain things,
With
I,
certain things, right?
certain
Okay,
things I wouldn't
okay,
trust you with, but certain
okay.
things I
How
still
about
would trust
how
you with.
about how about leaving me in the house with your woman for a couple hours?
I guess not.
Huh?
I guess not.
Now you think because I fuck over my flesh and blood, the
Hmm.
woman that changed my diapers when I was little, now
Hmm.
just because I fuck over her, you think I'll fuck over you and your girl?
Um, no,
Nigga, that was a
no.
sarcastic question. That was a sarcastic question
I'm
like
trying
that
to give
right
an
there,
honest.
dog.
I'm trying to give an honest answer.
Yeah, man. See, listen to that shit though, man.
But
This
no,
lady
but
then
the
changed
thing,
my diapers and fed me,
right, right,
goddamn me, and
right.
then picked me
But
up out the cold, and I
but
do her like this.
I don't agree with you. I
Okay,
agree
come on,
that
come
that
on.
that some that some sports are rigged.
Oh, you okay? You didn't move the
I
whole.
push no. I've
Go
been
ahead, go ahead,
no
go ahead, go
don't
ahead.
no
Okay,
don't put words in my mouth.
okay. Look. What I'm about to do? Look,
Okay, I'm not saying that sports not rigged. I'm sure some sports are rigged. What I push back on is the claim that every sporting event, every uh match, every you said every that you could gamble on.
yep. Everyone you can
You
gamble
said
on, every money you can bet Vegas on.
everyone is fixed. Everyone is fixed. I find that hard to believe. Everyone, everyone. Not one that's just is everything's is scripted and everything and ain't nobody, you know.
Let me just give you a little bit of insight in the world of manipulation, right? Say I own a KFC, right? And I noticed that my business is starting to come up a little short on numbers like they usually do, right? And I know people got some more money. So if I got the resources, if I got the power, right,
Okay.
to buy commercial time,
Right.
I buy commercial time, right?
Right.
And the commercial, man, the commercial is so powerful. It's more powerful than people give it credit for. When I put that commercial out there and I buy that commercial like almost every other commercial, you see my KFC commercial, boom, 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 and don't let me have a little jingle in that bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let me be saying a little lullaby or something, goddamn me, that's catchy. Don't let that happen. We be wrapped around the block. But what I'm saying is, when they know when you are in that business
Mm-hmm.
and you know, oh, there go my baby. Hey, bless. Hey, you finally got over here to me. So when you know that your business is coming up short and you have the power to change that at your pleasure, you telling me you wouldn't do that?
I I
Because
guess
listen, what I
I
just
don't know.
described to you, Bree, what I just described to you,
I
that's
can't
all
tell
they
you what
doing.
these folks is doing, huh? Say what
That's
now?
what I just described to you. That's all they doing when it comes to
Mm-hmm.
this betting. That's all they doing. They just making sure that they don't give out more than what they gain. That's it. That's their job. When you go down there to MGM casino, their job is to make sure that they don't lose, or I'm gonna go even further than that. They're gonna make sure that they gain 8 times the amount that they give away. It's just like that. Period. So when you have the power to go to Vegas and bet on a particular game, this is where they make the decision. It's just like, it ain't no different than the lottery. This is when they make the decision to, okay, we're gonna have this game go here. This is when they draw the script up. So if you fortunate enough, and they're gonna make sure that the game that they give the most winnings to is the game that least people play or bet on, or a particular type of game that the least amount of people bet on, they're gonna get the most winnings to that. They're gonna make sure they get way more than they lose. That's just the fact of the matter.
So you mean so you're telling me that when people make bets,
Hmm.
that it's always going to be the house that wins?
Always. When it comes to Vegas, always. Now look. I'm not saying that on a week to week basis the house may win, or should I say win way more than they lose, but they will
Well,
always win.
why
But
would they? Why wouldn't it be always though?
what I'm telling you is that they will always win, but at particular times they give out some of those winnings. They give out a percentage of those winnings.
Now, what's that about?
What's that about is making sure people come back. Because if you don't give out winnings, if everybody's saying I'm losing, you never get nobody to say I'm winning, won't nobody ever come back. So you got to give some money out. You ever heard the term give a little to make a lot?
I've heard of that.
That's what they do. I mean, think of the drug game uh times 1,000. I mean, I've been there and done that. So I'm like looking at it from a business standpoint. It makes total sense when you look at it from a business standpoint. There's no contrast when you look at it from that standpoint. Everything makes sense then. And look, in some states, in some parts of the country, you can even bet on a high school game.
Does that mean the high school sports is fixed?
Absolutely. If you can bet on it.
Wow, now that's that. Now
Absolutely.
that's something right there.
See, you
Now
got to
that's
remember, man. I'm telling you that it's people that give their kids up before they're even born for just to live better than to live better than regular people. You understand what I'm saying? This ain't no joke. You hear about this and you think, okay, that's just no, man. This is real. This is real. These kids are being groomed from a very young age, man. Very young age. When I went to high school, man, and played, it was some dudes who was so wired in, dog. I used to wonder, like, how can they have this much discipline and this much, they was just wired in. And then you talk to them, they tell you, hey, man, I've been playing since PAL. I've been playing before PAL. You know what I'm saying? Like they've been doing this their whole life. So when I tell you it's stuff out there, it's stuff like these kickers kicking this far distance, man. It's listen, man, it's been kickers kicking that far. It's just what they allow people to see. It's just their way of controlling the games, dictating each game. Oh, that's a 60-yard field goal. That guy ain't gonna make that. You know what I'm saying? These guys can make it probably from more than half across that damn field, man. Especially inside. You talking about dudes that's been doing this their whole life, man. The stuff, the stuff you see out there on these professional fields and professional ball courts don't make no sense, dog. When you've been doing it just for a part of your life, you know how good somebody is if they been doing it their whole life. You can see it. You can see it. It's like they flow. It's like a walking up the street. It's like it's nothing to them. It's like without effort when you see somebody doing it their whole life. The baseball players, you talking about dudes that can make that ball do things, man, that's unheard of, that's unthought of, making that boy turn circles, man. And this is people that's been doing this their whole life, man. It's nothing to them.
I
This is
hear you,
nothing,
man.
dog.
I hear you. I hear you.
Professional. When you look at when you go Sunday and you sit down and look at that game, you're looking at professional actors. Ask me how many professional ball players that went off into acting.
Hmm.
I mean, it's man, it's right in your face. It's right in your face. They ain't hiding it. They ain't never hid it. They just know that us as people, we're gonna do what we program to do, and that's do what we want to do, see what we want to see, hear what we want to hear. Period. They direct us, and we follow their game plan. It's just that simple. Hold on, let me see what my chat's talking about. I see my boy True Freeman giving me my Finax. You understand? My girl Bless finally made it over to me. Beautiful soul. Yep, the house. Oh, I see that comments. Beautiful soul, where you talked about October being, I think you said the end of the fiscal year. She worked finance in October, so she had some insight on that. Yep, the house always wins in Vegas. You might win here and there, but you are not breaking the house ever, ever. Golden rule. They have tricks of the trade that they use if a person at a table keeps winning. Yep, sure do. And look, Bree, they have actual documentaries on YouTube that you can go look at right now and prove everything I'm saying to you right now. It ain't
Say that one more time.
everything we saying to you about how Vegas always win.
Yeah.
There's video documentaries on YouTube that's like from BBC and stuff like that. That's gonna back up everything I'm telling you right now.
Mm.
I'm kind of shocked you don't already know, bro. I know you ain't no gambler or nothing like that, but I'm surprised you don't already know.
No, I know.
Uh,
I know. I know. I know. I know that it's a fallacy to a certain degree to think that you're about to run up a check
I
against.
learned how to put the little thing up there, boy. Okay. It's the reason why they take certain players under their wings and bring them into the family. The parents have to agree to it. That's very coach became a father figure to them. Yep, yep. It's just simply that, bro. It's just a script. They get these characters. 9 times out of 10. Did you ever hear about your boy change his whole birthday got changed?
Who?
The dude that's playing for Baltimore right now.
No, I
He,
haven't
he
heard
he
that.
had when he came before he came out of college, he had Muhammad Ali's birthday. Now he got a whole different birthday, bro. The quarterback
Mm.
for Baltimore. And it's no different than what they did in the scripture. When you was accepted into royalty, your whole name changed. In the United States, if you accepted into Hollywood, they get rid of your old name. You become a whole different name, bro. You do know that, right? You remember how you ever heard the story about Nebuchadnezzar, how he ransacked Jerusalem and took captives? When he took captives and brought them into his city, automatically their names changed. They got new names. They old names they forgot about or they had to forget about. They went by new names.
Mm.
Hollywood do the same thing, bro. They change your name, they change your birthday. You have different parents than what you had. You know, some kids come up out of orphans, but they give them parents. They find somebody that look like them and say this they parents, and you know good and well, you know they ain't their parents. If you know the child, you know good and well they ain't. Just like Cam Newton. Go look at Cam Newton. Go look at Huey P. Newton, and tell me they not blood related. Tell me they not blood related, bro. Go look at Cam Newton and Huey P.
I
Newton.
mean, I mean, just because they might resemble, don't mean
Don't mean a
nothing.
thing, but understand this. Huey P. Newton was a Black Panther. Cam Newton played for the Carolina Panthers. I don't believe in coincidences, bro. That's just something I don't do no more. I don't believe in coincidences. That now I don't knock nobody for believing in coincidences, but when it comes to something uh as established as a NFL has, the NFL is much older than I am. So when it comes to a system that's more established than and have many more years than I do, I think not when it comes to coincidence. And then you had said Black Panther go against the white Bronco in the same year that you had Cuba Gooding Jr. playing O.J. Simpson, killing his white wife. And in that same Super Bowl that year, you have a tribute to the Black Panthers by Beyonce. You call that coincidence if you want to, bro. But I'm not a believer in coincidences no more, bro. Not on that type of scale. Not on that type of scale, bro.
Oh my! I mean, that's a reach, ain't it, man?
Man, you telling me. So how you so explain to me how you line all those things up with each other.
Hey,
And I got a guy named Zachary K. Hubbard that called that Super Bowl in October. You can go back
October of what? He called
October
it.
of that year.
Oh man, a lot of people called
I
that.
told no. See
Yeah,
Zach,
you talking
see
about
no.
the Broncos and you
The
talking about the Carolina
Broncos and the
Panthers,
Carolina Panthers.
right?
No. Check this out, brother. See, I almost knew people would say that, but first of all, that's the beginning of the season, right? Second of all, this dude called the whole Super Bowl, including the halftime show.
What do you mean by that?
What I mean is, go back to that year to
Hmm.
Zachary K. Hubbard channel, and I want you to hear this man call the halftime show. He predicted it was going to be a tribute to the Black Panthers on the halftime show. He predicted this in October. And you know how he predicted this?
How so?
Because he took their letters and their numbers and he put them in his gematrinator and he told us the whole scoop. If I was a gambling man, I'd be rich right now. He told us the whole script. He told us who was going to be in the Super Bowl. He told us who was going to win. He told us Von Miller was going to be MVP. And he told us how the halftime show was going to go. Now, you want to bet me on that? He got
You,
them videos. Now, they took his channel, but he found a way to get them videos back online Those
All right,
videos
so
are up right now.
he has those videos. I mean,
Yes, he
even
do.
though
Yes, he do.
even 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 if all that's true,
Uh-huh.
it I mean, I don't see how it changes anything.
What you mean how it changes anything?
Um,
Like what
he
you telling
made
me that
he
don't
made
mean to you?
he made some predictions. I'm pretty sure he made a lot of predictions.
No, it would no, see.
Has let me the question is, has
Go
he
ahead.
made predictions that came to be not true?
No, not of no significance, no.
Not of no significance.
And I told you 85, 90%, right?
What's that?
Like his accuracy rate. And that's since 2013.
I gotta look. You know
That's
what?
unheard of, dog.
I got
That's
yeah.
beyond fantastic, dog.
I gotta
And
look.
I might be taking some away from him, but what I'm telling you, dog, is that this ain't no this ain't no coincidence type shit here, man. This dude is doing this every year, every week.
Did he? Oh, okay.
This dude is he's on his 23rd channel because every time he get going, every time he get them subs up, they knock his channel down. But see, he's so well known now that he gonna get on. He gonna find a way to get on and get that information out. See, he's like me. We've been deceived with sports all our life. So to find out that you've been deceived all these years, how many things you didn't put off to sit home and look at a game, grooming your kids to want to play the game, and to find out that this shit fake, dog, I got issues.
I'm not really.
And for the rest of my life, I'm gonna expose these people for the bitches that they are. It's just that simple. I'm
I'm
gonna
not.
expose.
I'm not really tripping on. Even if it is fake, I really ain't tripping on that. Well, number one, I don't watch sports.
That's
I
right,
don't.
true Freeman. They call the world a stage for a reason. Period.
I don't watch sports like that, like I used to.
You
I
used
really don't
to.
watch it at all. But
Now I wonder why you don't really watch it at all. I wonder why.
I stopped watching it because
Yeah.
I ain't like the way they was. Yeah, I don't like the way they, they treat black folks and shit in the sports.
Now see, Bree, see, now look, you seen something that a lot of people don't see. You see something, but let me tell you, Bree, that's part of their fucking. That's them using weapons against us when they do that. That's making it seem real. I told you these people worship black people. The whitest person on this earth worship black people if they're into religious type of things. For instance, the world tell people that Jesus Christ's birthday is December 25th, and that's a lie. It's a bold-faced lie. You find that out in the Bible because you find out that his birthday was more so around late September, early October, from the way the seasons is, because the seasons ain't changed, bro. You know how they tell you the world changing and it's overheating and all that shit. The seasons ain't changed, bro. The seasons is still the same since the beginning. So check this out. Everybody, Christian, my boss is a Muslim, and he celebrated Christmas, right?
Okay.
Now, if anybody ever heard of Nimrod, when you celebrate Christmas, that's who you celebrate. That's where the
Mm.
Christmas tree, the evergreen tree, come from. That's where the lights, that's where the silver and gold come from. That's where the red, the black, what else? The green. That's where all that stuff come from. All of that stuff have meaning to it, and the meaning is in what it was originally put here for. It was really originally put here for ancestor worship. They worship Nimrod. They praise Nimrod every year, and they convince everybody to do it, including people that's supposed to follow Christ. You never heard Christ celebrate a birthday in the Bible. The only person you heard celebrate a birthday in the Bible in Christ's time was the king of Jerusalem.
Well, let
And
me
he
ask
was
you this.
and check it out. He was a
Mm-hmm.
puppet king, true enough, right? Because Rome ruled, right? But at his birthday party, he called for John the Baptist to get his
Mm-hmm.
head chopped off. And not that it was his choice, but he was the king. He could have stopped it if he wanted to. But he promised this girl whatever she asked for, including up to being a third in her kingdom, if she danced for him. And the girl danced for him, and she hypnotized him. And once she got finished dancing, he said, "What you want?" And she said she want the head. She was coerced by her mama, of course, who hated John the Baptist because John the Baptist told the king and this wife whose daughter this is, that they was committing adultery because she wasn't divorced from her husband or something of the nature. I cleared it up later on. But she wanted John the Baptist's head. John the Baptist got his head cut off. Boom. So
And that's why you don't celebrate birthdays.
yeah, my master didn't celebrate his birth. He didn't celebrate birthdays.
Talking
His
about Jesus.
apostles, his
Talking about
his,
Jesus,
his
right?
apostles didn't celebrate birthdays. None of the prophets, none of Israel ever celebrated birthdays unless they was dealing with the pagans, unless they was messing around in paganry. Other than that, nobody that worshiped God celebrated birthdays.
So
Nobody.
what? So your kids celebrate birthdays and stuff, right?
My kids do what they want to do. They grown, but
I'm not.
growing up,
I'm,
no,
I'm talking about
they,
the
they
kids.
stopped that.
I'm
They
talking about
stopped
the.
that.
I'm talking about the kids that aren't grown. You still
No,
got.
no,
Are
no,
all your kids grown?
no. The kids that's not grown, no, they don't celebrate their birthday.
Oh, okay. I ain't know that.
No, no. See, every day with your boy Curl is a birthday celebration. If you open your eyes and you can get out of bed and go take a leak, get up and get you something to eat, that's a birthday to me.
Mm.
So I don't give significance just to one part of the year because my age get higher.
Mm.
And that's you knowing that you're getting closer to death. I don't celebrate that like it's something good. I celebrate that like, okay, time ticking, time to get moving type of situation. I don't blow up balloons and blow out candles and get pissy drunk. I don't do none of that. I give thanks and I work. Hope if my birthday on one of my work days, I work. And if it ain't on one of my work days, I go ask somebody, can I take their day? I like to bring in that bread, when it comes to my birthday. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't celebrated it in well over 10 years
Wow.
because I used to go back and forth. You know what I'm saying? How I tell you I was going through my little rites of passage. I'm in, I'm out, I'm on the fence, I'm in, I'm out. But I took a stance uh, a little over 15 years ago, but I've been consistent at it well over 10 years ago.
Mm.
So, with that in mind, what that does is it puts significance on the other 364 days other than this one day. Like when you talk about giving gifts, I try to give gifts whenever I got it to give. If it's important, I'm gonna save up for it to get it. You feel what I'm saying? Like I got to get my wife a jacket. I've been promising my wife a jacket for the last 2 years. Last year they caught up with me on my probation violation from 12 years ago. So that spoiled that. And this year, we just had to get that work done on our new car. So, uh, with that in mind, I gotta, it's a gift that I want to give, while I can, while I am still here, because, in my point of view, how many times I didn't face death, man. I feel like I'm definitely on borrowed time. That's what I'm trying to do something with this time. Try to make people that ain't aware of what's really going on around us. You know what I'm saying? But uh, I give gifts all through the year. When I can. It ain't just no one time out the year. I don't let a calendar dictate how I treat my neighbor or what I do with my family. I don't let a calendar dictate that. I do that. We do that.
Hmm. I got you. Like as you know, I used to studied Jehovah Witness,
Right. Yeah.
so I'm
Yeah.
very familiar with that story. I'm very familiar with the bakers and all that other stuff.
Okay.
And,
Okay.
and I can understand it. I can understand it.
Okay.
I
But
can
but
see where you're
but
coming from, how you could feel like that.
but check this out, Bree.
Yeah.
There is a group of people that practice birthday celebrations for thousands of years, though.
Oh yeah.
Do you know who those people were?
There's a You said there's a nation that celebrated their birthday for thousands of years.
No, I ain't. I ain't gonna classify it to just a nation. I'm gonna say a people.
A people
Yeah,
celebrated their birthdays for thousands of years.
yeah. It has been in birthday celebrating for thousands of years. Do you know who those people were?
I don't.
Everybody but Israel.
Mm,
Everybody but the 12 tribes. So if you go look at all them tribes and nations that's in the
hmm
scripture,
hmm
just knock off the 12 tribes. Everybody else, all the pagan nations, the people that didn't worship the one true God or did, or should I say, didn't like him,
hmm
all of them celebrated birthday. It was just Israel that didn't.
mm.
And like I know, some people in Israel decided to go. They felt more at home with pagan beliefs than they did they natural beliefs, right?
Right.
God
Right.
didn't beat nobody even back then. God didn't beat nobody upside the head and make them follow him. What he did tell them is what they doing is messed up, and I'm gonna stop it. If you don't want to be caught up in that, you better stop messing with that. And
Right.
boom, if you didn't take heed to what he said, bam, you was caught up in the middle of it. Period.
Hmm.
So when you talk about birthdays in our time, when you talk to Satanists, that's their number one holiday. The only person in this world that acknowledge that birthdays are their number one holiday. I thought it was Halloween, to be straight up with you. From where Halloween come from and stuff like that. I thought it would be Halloween. But no, buddy, it ain't Halloween.
Hmm.
It ain't Halloween, man. So when you talk about the birthday, see, people think that it was some beautiful tradition for you to put this cake in your face and put these candles up and make a wish and blow out the candles. See, that was never Israel. That was never Christian. That was always pagan.
Mm.
Always. Because when you make a wish, that wish is meant for you to be selfish. A lot of people make other wishes, like for helping people and stuff like that. Them people that eventually find out who the one true God is because their heart condition is already ready. But you get some people that make them selfish, and the mass majority make them selfish wishes, right? So now you got the ritual you doing, first of all, right? Now that's you letting demons, these familiar spirits, in your presence. You got the ritual. So when you do the ritual and you finish the ritual is when you blow the candles out. This is a doorway for entities to be in your life to make things difficult, to make how people say stuff like I'm stressed out and I'm having panic attacks and you notice people, some of the littlest things, they usually be solid through and through, but some of the little things getting up under their skin. See, this be them familiar spirits that hang around that make things more difficult for us than what they are, and we be wondering like, why is this happening to me, and wow, this stuff happening back after you letting things in. And while we on that subject about familiar spirits, this
Hmm.
is why God forbids fornication. See, the wisdom behind it is fornication, sexual intercourse is the only way that you could give somebody literally some of yourself, and they give themselves some of you. A person used it before. A preacher used it. He called it you get STDs even when you got the condom on. So when he said STDs even when you got the condom on, uh, you know automatically you think sexually transmitted diseases. But in all actuality, he's saying, excuse me, sexually transmitted demons. See, Christ said when you do this, you sin against yourself. He never said you sin against God when it comes to sexual sexual intercourse. He said you sin against yourself. So when you sin against yourself, you open up a portal. That person opens up a portal to you, and you open up a portal to that person. So that person demons that's nagging them is nagging you now. Those demons that's nagging you is nagging her now. Now, this happens whether you believe in demons, whether you believe in spirit people or not. You know, a person will have to look into their life and see if they could connect the dots on anything to see, you know, if they could put a finger on it. But it takes a person being straight up with themselves. Look at how many lives could have been saved if fornication wasn't a part of it. Look how many people that caught STDs, syphilis, gonorrhea, herpes, AIDS, HIV. Look how many people got killed over, you know, this girl cheating with this guy and this girl finding out this guy. Look how many incidents when lives was taken or lives was seriously hurt where it has something to do with fornication or adultery. Look at the wisdom behind the words. I know it seemed like I don't want you to have fun. I want you to be bored or blase split. But in all actuality, our parents just want to save our life. Our parents ain't telling us don't be messing with this girl and you better use protection. They not saying stuff like that for us to get hurt. They telling us stuff like this so because they value our life more than we value. You know, they were the persons feeding and changing and making sure we got something to eat, you know, when we was babies. So we never lose the value that we have with our parents. We always their babies. So think of the one true God. We're always his babies, whether we believe in him or not. If we listen to the wisdom behind the words, we'll see that we ain't doing nothing protecting ourselves when we avoid stuff like that, when we avoid stuff like adultery and stuff like that.
Yeah. Um, my thing is
Absolutely. Absolutely.
my thing is you can have disease,
Uh-huh.
you can have adultery,
Mm-hmm.
you can have fornication.
Okay. Okay.
We I mean, th- there are a lot of people who are married and the divorce rate is sky high, even among theologians.
Okay.
You can have all this famine, all this disease, um, in a marriage, um, ordained and not ordained, but blessed by God.
Mm-hmm.
You can have the same stuff.
Okay.
It's just about you just got to be smarter. You just got to protect yourself. You know what I'm saying? Just um, it ain't. I don't see it like that. You know.
Okay. And and it ain't nothing wrong with that. It ain't nothing wrong with that. See, give me a second.
I'll take your
See,
time,
what we
brother.
doing now is we comparing notes.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You understand what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? And when we
Absolutely.
compare the notes, you know, it's some people that's feeling where I'm coming from, and some people feeling where you coming from, and there's some people that got a whole different way perspective of looking at things. You
I
feel what
was
I'm saying?
I was looking at you earlier Because I
Mhm.
think earlier you was talking about this very same concept.
Yeah. That inspired me to make sure I came loud, and I was just making sure none of my people I follow, because I get them a lot more credit than myself than holding a crowd together. In fact, let me say this to everybody: thank y'all for showing up, having a conversation with us this evening. Really appreciate y'all coming through. Anybody got anything they want to add to the subject? If you prefer to come up on the panel, please do. You ain't got to worry about getting jumped. You ain't got to worry about getting disrespected. You understand? We just want to have a conversation right now. You did. That's all. We don't want to piss you off. If it ain't got nothing to do with the truth, we ain't gonna piss you off. All right. So yeah, Bree. That's the beautiful part about contrast. Contrast makes some of the best paintings. You did what I'm saying? Some of the best pictures,
Absolutely.
some of the best outfits. You did.
I gotta agree with you on that one.
You did. So,
Absolutely.
I enjoy that, man. And it helps me, just in case I'm slipping on anything. Because I told you I was once in your shoes when it comes to looking at the world. You know what I'm saying? A lot of your um uh a lot of your complaints and your issues, I had them. You know what I'm saying? So it really helps me to backtrack on when I convert you, and me and you together help somebody else open their eyes. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna get you, bro. I'm gonna get you. Now, see, if I got evidence of you being a wicked, evil motherfucker out here in the streets, then that'd be something different. But you ain't gonna find too many people that got something bad to say about you, Bree. That ain't no nigga with no fucked up heart. You see what I'm saying?
I appreciate that.
That ain't no nigga with no fucked up heart. I mean, nigga, you already know I did my homework on you. This shit, I did my homework on you before I was paying you to run me all over town. You
Yeah.
already know. So, and I ain't heard nothing change. I still holler at Newt. It's sparingly now he ain't in the city no more because I used to just pull up on him. But he
Right.
out there in East Point now. I can't. You understand? I ain't equipped to just do that right now. Just pull up like that out there in East Point.
Right.
But I still see Do. I still see my little homies in the neighborhood. Where they big homies now because I'm looking up at them. Brand, you did. I don't get no. I ain't got no file reports, brother. So I'm like real confident about you, man, because you ain't no different from my nigga Al. You ain't no different than my guy brother Brandon. You ain't no different from my homie Marty. I mean, I really attract people that's not too far away from my way of thinking.
Hmm.
I don't attract big liars because the liars, when they come around me, they know nowadays if I smell something that don't smell right, I'm gonna put it on the floor. So they just stay the fuck away.
Yeah.
They just stay away, dog. I may
Yeah.
get that call every blue moon, and nigga may let the phone ring 2-3 times and hang up and just leave a message, but I don't even answer messages, nigga. Text me, call me, nigga. I've been in the same house. Who's that told me I've been over here for like 15 years? I ain't realized.
Yeah, you've been over there for a minute.
I say, what? What, dog? Yeah, but see, man, growing up, my mama was unstable. She was a single mama, and she wasn't, she had her demons. You dig what I'm saying? So it was unstable. And she got it together for my baby sister. She got it together for her for the most part because she was still unstable, but my sister was stable. You dig what I'm saying? My sister stayed stable.
Right.
So when mama lose balance, my sister right there, my sister low key don't want my baby sister with my mama no way, but my baby sister want to be with her mama. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So it was like that. And then when you opened that up to me, like, man, you've been over there for over 15 years. I'm like, huh? Counted that shit up. I'm like, whoa,
Yeah. Yeah.
I have.
Yeah, for a minute.
Wow, man.
But
But
but that's what I'm saying, because I know you was doing the Jehovah Witness thing like
hmm
5 years ago.
hmm
So
well,
when did you decide that wasn't what you wanted to rock with?
oh, it's still. I just got issues. You know, I put things on the floor, and I will point anybody that direction. That would be the direction I point you
The
because
Jehovah
what's.
Witness.
Oh yeah, because
Now what
hold
about
up, hold up,
the,
hold up. Let me say this part
go ahead.
because when it comes to that Bible,
Yeah.
them people know how to make that Bible real. They
Now
know
what
how to
about
make that Bible real, and for the most part, they go by it. They don't just say it and not play it. They go by it. Go ahead.
now what about the origins of Jehovah Witness? The Jehovah Witness.
Well,
What's the dude name? What's the founder?
Charles Taze Russell,
Yeah, yeah.
how
Now what's up?
he was said to be a Rothschild
That
or of Rothschild origin, and how they
what
got that
what
pyramid over his grave.
yeah, you got that. You got the Freemason
Mm-hmm.
affiliation. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
You got the prophecies that were failed. You have
Oh,
those.
now I shouldn't even have to explain them. Even to an atheist, I shouldn't have to explain a failed prophecy.
Why is that?
Are you really gonna make me explain?
I mean, did he not make a prophecy?
Now hold on. Let me tell you this.
I'm listening.
These people are pushing read this book, right?
What
Right? This was the
what people?
Jehovah's Witness.
Okay.
Well, let me tell you what they've been pushing. What I have proof of them doing since I've been in association, because
Okay.
I like to go look at the past myself, right?
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
these people have been pushing reading the Bible. They didn't have sermons where they went toe to toe with Catholicism, Muslim, Baptist, and they didn't show the Bible to be true and through and through, true and true.
You
You
talking
dig
about
what I'm
Jehovah
saying? I'm
Witness?
talking about Jehovah's Witness, and I'm
Okay.
talking about the time period where they was using all this imagery in their brochures and stuff too. I'm talking about around this time.
Okay.
So when you ask me the failed prophecies in this book, they're telling people to read, right?
Okay.
In that book, you hear the Son of God, who these people believe to be the Son of God, right?
Okay.
Say that no man know the time, nor do I know. Only the Father knows, right? This is what Jesus said.
Okay.
So you get a person that says that they believe in that book and they go out and make a prophecy that Jesus Christ couldn't even make. What type of sense do that
All right.
make?
So all right. So
Anybody
basically,
that believed them deserve whatever they got for believing him because that went against the book that they supposed to believe in.
so you saying that that's something made up.
No. I'm not saying it's made up. It actually happened. They actually tell you this happened in their description of who they are. They
Right.
actually tell you this. They don't
Well,
hold
what?
that. It's not
Well,
no
how?
secret.
So okay. You're saying that he made a mistake.
No, I'm saying what he did was unchristlike. I ain't gonna call it a mistake.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna say he did something that if he was a real follower, that's what I'm saying. You can't go
Okay. So
by
he
these
wasn't a real
titles.
follower.
Well, I didn't determine that. His actions determined that.
Okay. But you said that if you had to point somebody toward truth,
Uh-huh.
Jehovah Witness would be the first place you'll point them to.
Yep.
Yet you don't call yourself a Jehovah Witness.
Because I never been, you have to be baptized to become a Jehovah's Witness.
Oh,
I've talked, I've helped a few brothers onto baptism. I just ain't took that step. But that's the goal. Because
okay. So I just want to make sure I'm getting this right.
mhm.
So the only reason why you don't label yourself a Jehovah Witness is because you haven't been baptized yet,
Right. There you go, brother.
which you are in. You are in works to do that, I assume.
I got some issues first. I got this smoke issue for one, because you can't get baptized a smoker.
Okay.
Remember, I was telling you the other night how your body is the only temple the spirit can dwell in. The Holy Spirit don't dwell in man-made temples. You know how where the world gets you to say God's spirit was inside this building.
Yeah.
Well, God's spirit can only dwell in man-made and can't dwell in man-made buildings. So when you put stuff inside your body that you know is destroying the body, then the Holy Spirit you can't get all the benefits from the spirit that you can get. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think I know what you're trying to say.
Yeah. So yeah, I got that for one, right? And then I got this 501c3 thing.
Yeah, okay.
You understand what I'm saying, brother?
Yeah.
I got that thing too. And uh oh, you welcome. This is what I be on. Man, I have you see how many hours we done went, man. We having a good time. We having a good time. I'm glad you enjoying it, baby girl. I just want to give something to get away from the fuckery. You dig what I'm saying? Watch how I do with people when they come for my past and bring it and throw it up in my face. Watch how I do with people that come talking trash about me and whatever else they want to say. Watch how I handle it. Now, just because I handle it different, I don't knock the way nobody else handle it. But when I get on here, y'all, I have fun. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I have fun whether I'm researching, whether I'm looking at Madden videos, whether I'm looking at cooking videos, whether I'm looking at my people who speed eating shit. You know, it's a lot of avenues I go here, and I have fun on here,
You know,
especially when I'm interacting with people.
I think I think I'm gonna crack my shit up, man.
You got to, man. Why not? If you got
Yeah.
something you want to share, if what you're trying to do, nobody else is doing it, and you've been given ample time to find somebody, or you know, be around people that do and wanna do what you're doing, you got to create your own thing, brother.
Yeah, I think I'm
I've
gonna.
been waiting, man. I've been waiting. I
Yeah, I
had a
think,
couple people on here. I had this dude named Kong King Gary. He had a nice show, man. He used to have nice little squabbles going on the show, and he
yeah,
talk about politics and let me come on there and tell him how fake the politics is and stuff like. He had a nice show, man. But he started getting to, he started off getting into beefs and stuff with people early and supporting this dude on here that's that's a real somebody that's mentally ill, man. Don't know it. Okay, he don't know it, but you can clearly tell he's mentally ill. And a lot of people just kept on coming at him hard because he was involved with the guy, and he really couldn't shake it. He just changed his whole channel around, and in the midst of that, he just started hanging out less on YouTube because a lot of messed up stuff was going on. Man, people coming to his house. True enough,
oh
he
no, I
invited.
ain't, man. I ain't trying. Yeah,
Yeah,
wait, yeah, time out,
yeah,
time out.
yeah.
Yeah,
See,
I ain't, man. I ain't trying to goddamn gang bang on this shit or nothing like that.
yeah,
You
man.
know what I'm saying? Nah, you ain't gotta,
Yeah,
you ain't
man.
gotta come to my
That's
house or nothing. Ain't that
yeah, man.
serious. But
So
no,
you do
I
got
was
to
thinking
know
about
all.
trying to think of some content. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
And
listen, you got the haters. Listen, you got the haters on every level, man. You talking about video gaming, you talking about cooking. You got haters on every level, man. So what you do is what I do. I just do my research. I run into people I run into, like you see Beautiful Soul, like you seen Queen of the South. I run into these people and other people chat, not even just Vic chat and other people chat, and we flow with each other. We agree with each other on a lot of issues. We don't like seeing fuck shit go on. And then
nah, yeah, I'm not
listen,
with
a
that.
lot of time it go on and they mess with the wrong person and that person come back for that ass and now a person want to call the police.
Oh yeah, nah.
See what I'm saying? Now a person want to call the police, get the law involved and stuff like that. Like I told you about the guy that called Vic's mom. Well, when Vic contacted his mom and told his mama that what her son was doing, see, Vic didn't disrespect his mama like he did Vic's mama. See, Vic got more sense than that. You understand what I'm saying? So
Right.
when Vic contacted his mama, he sent her a portfolio of what her dirty ass son was doing online.
Mm.
See what I'm saying?
But that's how you do
And
that.
and that
That's
was
how
a
you do
cardinal
that.
sin. No, he was infuriated about that stuff. He actually took the videos down. I think he eventually put them back up, but he took them down.
Right.
But since then, Vic laid off his head for a hot second, but he did something foul, and Vic been on his head since then. See, even that guy, I wish I could have a conversation with that guy because that guy had a few shows where he was talking with like he had a little bit of sense, but then here he on here blasting people almost every day. Almost every day, he got people coming to his house, knocking on his door, leaving stuff.
Hello.
You ain't on mute, dog.
My bad.
I got you. Oh, you got it. Yeah, so definitely want to be aware of these snares out here. Definitely don't want to get caught up. You know, I did my homework and I seen the worst out here. The worst out here don't even intimidate me, not one bit. Somebody pulling up my past, and I got a storybook pass. I got some shit that you can see in Hollywood type of pass. Throw that up on me, boom. Uh, Me being a thief and get caught in a stolen car and all that good shit, man. I stand it, man. I did that shit. Ain't ashamed of it. I did it. It was dumb as hell, but I guess I wanted to do it. I did it. I wasn't trying to work no job. I wasn't trying to sit up in no school. I was trying to thug, and that's what I did. So ain't no running from that. I did that. You know.
Absolutely. I hate,
So
I hate, I hate, I hate, I hate to run, but I got these babies, man, and they calling for daddy, man. So,
okay, do your thing, man. If I can stay on probably about another half, shit, man. You welcome to come back.
oh yeah, I'll
You
come
get
back.
everything
Oh yeah,
straight.
let me see what's popping, and I'm gonna see what's up.
All right, do that then, man.
Appreciate it.
Yep. Yep. So for the most part, I waited for to meet a person that got this type of platform, and I met a couple people, but it's like they left. It's like they left or they got their channel took down. Zach fortunately keep on making channels because man, without him, I wouldn't never been able to connect the dots. And I'm pretty sure if y'all go over there, he gonna say some. If you a Christ lover, he gonna say stuff you don't like, and that's my point. You got to be universal. Just because this person don't believe what you don't believe, don't mean you can't get a boatload of intel from him. Don't deny yourself knowing just because a person don't believe what you believe. You dig what I'm saying? You got to get it all. Don't cheat yourself. Don't look at it from one angle. Take what you can get out of it and throw away the rest. Throw away the rest. The rest is no good. Just take what you need to feed off of, to add to your collection. Throw away the rest. What you need it for. Beautiful. So yes, it's needed. We have to have it balanced. There's plenty of BS, so we need something deep and interesting. Absolutely, absolutely. And it's crazy because I'm not expecting as many people to pull up, because of this conversation. But I see that it's fact that everybody meet each other for a reason. Oh, he came back. You came back, bro. Uh, uh, okay. Um. Yeah, and yeah, this dude don't he think that the Bible is some made up and made up by the Jesuits and all that crazy stuff. Hey, let him believe what he believes. But I tell you what, he cracked the code, y'all. He cracked the code. When I seen him take away his channel over and over and over again, I knew he was on to something because mumbo jumbo and fuck shit you see go on all day. You can see videos about people getting jumped. You can see people house getting caught on fire. You can see all that messed up stuff online. So when you tell me this dude talking this stuff just with his mouth and showing receipts for what he's talking about, that's so bad that you got to take off the internet. Hmm. One of the things that make you go, I don't understand it. I got this guy that I be listening to called uh I am the MCs. I expose the MCs, something like that. I had to look at it, y'all. And you listen to this dude. This dude sounds crazy as hell. He sounds crazy. He talking about everybody may wear masks. He used to say he was a clone, but he talk about people playing multiple roles, and he's taking detailed looks at the eyes and detailed looks at the ears to show you how they match up with other people. And it sounds crazy, y'all. But guess what? He get threatened by a lot of people. And I know we got a lot of fanatics out here. I know that's got to be a fact. Like, people, somebody hear about their favorite actor, some in a messed up light, they, automatically get offended. But I mean, he's getting supposedly threatened by powerful people in their steady striking his channel. So if this dude is as crazy as he sound, and he talking this storybook shit, why are they messing with him? Why is he breaking YouTube guidelines? So you mean tell me the dude I just seen get his ass beat in his backyard, that ain't breaking YouTube guidelines, but this guy giving his opinion about a certain thing is enough to get him kicked off and get his channel took? Make that make sense. When you own your own truth, no one can touch you. No one can tell your story but you. Absolutely, baby girl. Absolutely, baby girl. I'm trying to tell you. I've been saying it. I've been saying it. And I can't say it no better than that. I can't say it no better than that. You know, I gotta stand in mind. If I didn't stand in mind, I would be taking credit for me being what I am today. And I ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm a normal guy. I'm the brokest dude in Detroit. You understand what I'm saying? The brokest. But hey, I ain't got to worry about going outside. Nobody trying to kill me. I ain't got to worry about nobody stealing from me. I ain't got to worry about nobody jumping on me. I ain't got to worry about none of that stuff, man. I'm good. I feel protected. I feel protected. I feel like if it's meant to happen, it's gonna happen. I just got to present myself ready for when whatever happen. I know what type of world I'm living in. My thing is this: while I'm on this borrowed time, I got to put as much as I can out there. I just want you to like hear what I'm saying. You can cast it off right away if you feel the need to. But after you hear what I'm saying, just keep it in the back of your head for a second. Just evaluate it towards everything that you know and that you believe. Just reevaluate it. Like I'm gonna give y'all this facts before I even get ready to go off the off to bed. Uh, we wasn't made to die. Our bodies was made to live forever. We was never meant to die. Well, Curl, what where you get this from? What type of mindset is this? Let me explain to you. I just want to explain some little things that you can put your finger on. If you scratch yourself to the point of bleeding, what happens to your skin? It mends, it scabs, it heals. If somebody pop you in your eye and it get black or red in the inside, and look all ugly, what happens? What up, man? You would show up. What up, man? Finally get you over here, man. What's good, brother? Okay, let me get finished. Uh Before I bring this brother up. I know you ready to come up here. Uh when you break a bone, you set that bone and it mend. When you cut your hair, it grow back. Our bodies was made to live forever. The only reason we don't live forever was asked by doctors and scientists long ago, and as proof of this, on the internet and off the internet, that they can't explain it because our bodies self-heal. There's no radar, there's no code to put in. It just does this. And it does this because that's the way that it was made. It was not made to die. So, just a little brush or something, you understand, to just get the palate wet for the next conversation. Or if this brother got some time to visit us and get something out. Oops, I don't need that no more. To get something out, we can get this conversation piece going. you know I'm just hoping we keeping people entertained for the most part, and hoping we learning something, or seeing something we didn't just waking up, oh man, getting ready for work. Hey, but you see we doing this now, no, and I've been telling people about you, man. They showed up the other night real big, like real unexpected. But hey, let's just give me your work time, and I'm gonna schedule around you, man, because I want to hear me and my buddies and me and my people want to hear where you coming from, brother. So thank you for showing up too, brother. I appreciate you, man. We've been going too, having a good time, brother. But yeah, get me, comment on one of the comment section or something. Give me your time, and I'm gonna schedule around your time. I get off work at 10 o'clock, so anytime after 11 is good, for me. But tomorrow I'm off work. If my people want me to come through and do a little something tomorrow, hey, just let me know in the what they call it, uh what they call that thing, uh in the comment section, and I see what I can do about it. I see what I can do about it. Yes, sir. So I know I ain't gonna be able to stay up because I got to do a little cleaning, and I wanted to take a couple bites of this butter pecan, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and make me some coffee and eat me some pistachios. You know, I had dropped my number under one of your videos. Like, okay, I got you. I'm gonna go look for that as soon as I get finished doing that, because I definitely We're gonna go around your schedule. You let me know what you're gonna do because I want to evaluate it. I'm hoping I can come right back with the evaluation while you detailing it for me. But if not, I'm gonna go ahead and take my notes and boom, we're gonna kick it off, man. And then you can show me the avenues you be going to. So, I can show some love too, especially if you got you a channel going. Definitely come over and drop through and rap a taste or two with you. You did. But yeah, y'all. I'm very interested in just finding out where everybody come from. Because if we don't know where we coming from or each other coming from, we'll never know, what to anticipate. We'll never know how to treat each other. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to be disrespectful towards nobody and not have the knowledge we need to not be disrespected if possible, right? So just get to know each other. You know what I'm saying? Rap a taste or two, and sometimes somebody want to just get up here and express themselves. It ain't got to be about what I'm talking about, but when I want it to be about what I want to talk about, or should I say about looking at the world as the matrix it is, that's when it's gonna be. But I'm gonna make other channels. I'm gonna dedicate this one to that, and I'm gonna have other channels that we can just, hang out, listen to some music, whatever on, But I do want to find out who's uh I appreciate you, beautiful soul. I really do. Definitely. Man, come back, you know, especially if you like it. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you like it. Just look for me. I don't know how to do the notifications yet. But with y'all help, I'm gonna figure all this stuff out. I got Vic. I try not to put too much on his plate because he didn't got a job and he got his household. So whenever y'all can come through and help me, I got to set up my moderators and all that stuff. Pretty much all my people gonna have moderation. So ain't gonna be no sweat on that tip. So all my people gonna have that. I don't care if you don't like me. If you my people, you come support me. I know your name and we've been around each other. I got you. We're gonna make sure don't no type of if the bull crap slip off in here, we're gonna make sure we have it well taken care of. But thank you for coming through. Thank you, MNO, for showing up for me, man, before I got off. I hope you have a real good day at work today, brother. Beautiful soul, Queen of the South, True Freeman 100G, Briz, whoever was in the bushes checking us out tonight, man. So appreciate it. So appreciate it. I'm gonna go ahead and get off because me and Bree gonna go ahead. We're gonna come back tomorrow. We're gonna come back tomorrow and I'm gonna have something to discuss. I know what it is already, but I don't want to give it up yet. It's gonna be something a little bit more complex than what we did tonight. Uh, it's gonna be coming from a whole nother angle as well, but the same topic, if you will, but coming from a whole nother angle. Uh, but other than that, man, I appreciate y'all for coming through. Y'all helped me, kept me up. I slept good today. And I ate kind of late today for the first time, so I ain't gonna mess around with none. Because when I go to sleep with something on my stomach, I wake up sick. So, y'all helped me get through this day. My wife fell asleep on me, so I couldn't aggravate her. Uh, I just hope y'all have a good day, y'all, and come back and holler at me whenever y'all can, man. And hopefully we gain something. Hopefully we gain the perspective that uh, this is a crowd where we can all be different and we still get along with each other, still show respect to each other, still make each other feel good rather than feel down. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? That's all I need. Just a haven to just hang out in and talk about real issues. Like we ain't we gotta discuss this gay manifesto, y'all. A lot of people, when I ask people have they ever read the gay manifesto, they don't know what it is. And listen, I have nothing against Any person that chose to do what they want to do with who they want to do it with, long as it ain't no child, long as it's not between a child and an adult. You understand what I'm saying? I can't really tell you how to feel and what to do. But when y'all hear the anger in this letter that's in Congress right now since 1987, when you hear the anger in that, it just make you say, wow, why? And they use the terms sodomize your sons. We will sodomize your sons. And when you hear the anger in that, you start to realize, whoa, this ain't just no thing. These people talking about war. They basically talking about war. Because I mean, already we got a declaration of war. People that's of like mind, that's heterosexual, straight, whatever you want to call it. The LGB, those letters they got. You notice there's not an S for straight or an H for heterosexual in there, right? It's a declaration of war. These people not just comfortable with us being passive and letting them do their thing. They want us to actually praise them for doing this. And I got a problem with that. I ain't making nobody praise me for being faithful to my wife, or although it's a beautiful thing, because I've never been faithful in my life. So, but I'm not upset when nobody don't big up me when I share that with them, you know. And I feel like, that was a declaration to not have straight and heterosexual, but you want our opinions to be pro you, but you don't even include us in your little uh friendship ring or your little brotherhood. You just say the hell with us, huh? But hey, I'm not gonna stoop to your level. I'm not gonna tell you not to come long as you ain't disrespectful. I'm not gonna tell you not to come hang out with us. I'm not gonna tell you not to come have a conversation. I'm not gonna do that because you're invited. You're invited. You're not disqualified from a conversation. See, I don't see you the way the people who lead your campaign as an enemy. And guess what? The Bible says seven things that God hates. And while you got people telling you that God hate gays, that's not one of them. So, understand, I see you people out there. I see you fraternity heads. And as long as you come in peace, I'm not knocking you, but I will be discussing what's going on behind the scenes with those type of things. And I hope I don't offend you, but I just think everybody should know, because a lot of us got kids going into that college field, and they probably want to educate their kids on these things if they don't know about it already. So I see you. I see the hand signs. I know the rhetoric. I know about the handshakes and things of that things of that nature. I know about the language. I see you. But just because I see you and you don't want to be acknowledged, I don't think so. I still want to have a conversation with you. I got fraternity peoples I love. I don't. I told you, that oath stopped them from loving me the way I love them, but I still love them until they do something to me and my family. I'm gonna love them. I don't let no, I don't let all this shit dictate who I'm close to. One of my best friends is Masonic. Will that stop him if I say, hey man, 911, I'm in distress? Will that stop him from coming over here assisting me? Hell no. Will it stop me the other way? Hell no. If I got breath, I can get up and walk. I'm coming. I'm on my way. I don't let these titles and sex and shit dictate who I love. And I don't let no other motherfucker dictate who I love. I was giving out hearts on here when I first came out here because I really mean that. I love you. I'm not about to bring nothing your way wrong. Man, you give other men hearts. You goddamn right. You goddamn right. You want to think I'm a faggot ass nigga because I do it? Fuck you. Nigga, I love all flesh, including men that like men and women that like women. I don't give a fuck how they feel about me until they do something to me and hurt me personally or somebody I love personally, or should I just say me? Because if it's somebody I love, I'm not gonna hurt a whole group of people for the act of a few. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna let somebody control me inadvertently. Oh, there was guys they was gay guys from over there, and they did this and bust out the windows. Oh, so I'm gonna hate all gay people? Nah, it don't work like that. Ain't no idiots here. No idiots here. We love them all until they give us a reason not to. And then when they give us a reason not to, if they stand in their own shit, we forgive them. If it happened again, we might let them go then, but we turn the other cheek around here. We know we human and we make mistakes. We don't judge no nigga off no mistake. And when I say nigga, I mean loosely because all niggas ain't black. You better ask some motherfucking body. I heard motherfucker talking about all these white people over here listening to us black people. Motherfucker, what the fuck you thought? Because they was white, they wasn't no nigga. They don't identify with the hood. They ain't come from the slums because they white. Or if they came from more means, they know where the realest motherfuckers at. The realest motherfuckers is in the slums, in the hood. You high society motherfuckers do good ass niggas. I do everything perfect. I have made no mistakes and ain't nothing of mine dirty. You do good motherfuckers ain't real. Fronting. See, we front the hood too, but we tend to point out those people that front and those people that's real. And when it comes to a cat like me, I'm usually hanging around with the people that's real, unless you pretending and I ain't found out you fake yet. But that's who I'm attracted to. That's what crowd I'm attracted to. I ain't attracted to that crowd. Let me come out with a big ass booger in my eye and they just let me come outside like that. They see it and don't say nothing, don't acknowledge it. I ain't with that crowd. I'm with that crowd to say, hey, man, you got something right there, bro. No, I'm straight, man. No, man, get that shit out your eyes, man. You with me. I ain't got nothing like that in my eyes. I'm gonna walk around with you and you got that shit in your eyes for. That's what I do. That's what I do. But other than that, people, I enjoyed you. I do appreciate you for coming through. It's been real big fun. But your boy King Curl gotta run. You did. I'm gonna holler back at y'all. We gonna talk about we gonna get to the nitty-gritty of the stuff that really do matter. Just come holler at your boy when you get a chance. I left that that little cash app hookup in the chat. When you feel the need that you enjoy and you got a couple pings, when you feel the need, I ain't making no nigga do nothing. I don't even need nothing. You understand? To be straight up with you, I don't. I got everything I need. But if you feel worthy, I ain't turning nothing down but my collar. You did. Y'all be safe out there, man. And holla at your boy.